Grecian, GNC maybe.
Yep, yep.
All right, so it looks like I start off with 15 Doom, which I'm very happy about.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
I am extremely happy about that.
No, you're not.
Oh, Modifius says sent out an addendum, and they said that if the GM has to cancel games for a long time, that
it starts with no. It's
his
negative
doom
5.
Yeah, his doom decays. Yeah.
Every game game that the GM cancels, the next session he starts is a -5 doom, and you've canceled what? 4 sessions, so that's -20.
Well,
so you're -5 doom.
You do realize that they say in all GM rule books, they say all these rules are optional. So
majority rules, though. This is America. We're not playing in Canada Light, Canada.
This is the internet. There are no rules
this
on
is
the internet.
Fuck your rules, man.
So right now, I'm going to introduce Harbinger or. Jordan, and he's just joined. He's new here, so I'm going to work him into the adventure here very shortly. And it actually worked out in such a way that it actually plays in towards the scenario that I got ahead. So he is going to do he's got a little bit of knowledge on how he's going to introduce his character once he gets involved, and you'll hear his story now shortly. Now, I'm getting beeps from somewhere. I don't know where these beeps are coming from. It's crazy.
It's not me. I'm using a headset.
Spooky.
So, last going off. Your group got to the Isle of the Black Ones. Isle of the Dark Ones. And I'm going to bring up a map here, which
Somebody joined.
Is that Will?
Good evening, all.
Will,
So sorry I'm late.
You made it. I just started. We just started that second.
We were stalling for you.
Thanks for covering for me, guys.
I'm talking about water fountains.
You were cut off, bro.
Any mention of a water fountain, I get a free Doom.
Oh!
So I'm going to bring up a map here. Let me see here. And
there it is. That is a very archaic looking map.
I made it myself. I'm very happy with this.
It looks nice.
Exactly the one that our characters are holding in their hands.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, Hex Kit.
I love Hex Kit. That's a great little program.
Yeah, I love that. I love Hex Kit.
You have to put a link in Discord because I've never heard of it.
So Cecil, if you're ever watching this, you make a great program, buddy.
Yeah, I have not gotten a chance to use mine yet, but
it is the easiest and it's so fun to make stuff with. I just love it.
What's the name of the program?
Hex Kit, it's called. You can buy it through Drive-Thru RPG now, actually. So.
Oh, nice.
You're getting some really bad echo from whoever just joined.
Is that me? I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Are you on an open mic?
I am. I'm using push to talk though.
Ah. And you're really loud. I don't know if anybody
now you
else
can
is
turn
heard.
down the individuals.
We can turn him down.
Yeah.
That's my internal volume. Sorry, I'll try to speak a little bit.
But he is
You're a big mouth like me.
He is a mercenary captain, so he can. He does kind of.
That's true. He is allowed. He is allowed. Is that who is that? That's
Will.
Will. No, in Discord. What's your name?
Will. You both, I think.
Oh, Will. Well, okay, never mind. Shut up.
It's too
water
early
fountain. Water fountain.
Too doom.
No, his name's all the way at the bottom because it's right above mine, or right below mine, I should say. There you go. Will, say something.
Cheers.
Yeah, you're still got you turned almost all the way down. There you go. Try it again, sir.
Is that any better?
Oh, mucho better. I turned your volume down on my end.
I dialed my own internal down a little bit too.
Cool. Awesome. Sorry, I was just blowing my eardrums out.
No worries. No worries at all.
I'm old. I'm cranky.
So, Will, I'll get you to load into Fantasy Grounds here now, and we'll...
It is connecting as we speak.
There's so many jokes there. I'm not even gonna.
Fantastic.
Jolly, I missed you, man.
Oh, thank you. I miss being away. It's been a very.
How's your wife, by the way?
It's been,
Oh, yeah.
It was a tough go. Things are much better now, which is good. So things are finally kind of around the bend, I guess you can say. So
Glad to hear that, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, good job, man.
uh,
Who's got the barking dogs?
maybe that's sound effects. Maybe.
Who's raping a chicken? I mean, what is that sound? That's
oh,
what
you
it
know,
sounds.
actually, I'm actually in my garage and some fucking dog won't shut up. So,
It's not yours though, right?
Say, we went
no,
out
no,
to the garage. Be
no.
quiet.
I used to be a meter reader. I will probably never own a dog. So
No. I just don't like it. I don't like people or dogs. So
let me put this thing on push to talk.
no, that's fine. It's fine. I'm just picking. Will was the one that was super loud. He's got a deep voice to start with.
Hello, my name is Will, and I speak very low.
No, that's not even close. Jolly, you've got a face for radio.
I have a face for radio, do I? Well, thank you for that.
Ooh. Ouch.
Yeah, and I have a voice for novels.
So backhand compliment there.
I'll tell you, all my life, people have been telling me to my face, you should be on radio.
No, you should narrate books. I would fucking pay money to listen to you read. I mean, and this is coming from a guy that loves to hear the sound of.
Men's voice, obviously.
Yes. Hey. There's nothing wrong with a man and his water.
Oh my goodness. Well, you know something? Right now, I can tell that I have three viewers. No, three viewers. I got 3 viewers right now
On Twitch?
on Twitch. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
and they're
it
not
must be
offended yet?
It's all
I'm
of
not
us.
trying hard enough.
It must be all of us.
I'm not logged into Twitch because I it's too distracting because there's a second delay and it messes me up, man.
I think I just broke my record.
You got 3. What? 3 is your record?
My
Two
high
is
viewer record of 3 is.
That's exponential growth. So
That's right, man. It's nothing but up from here, man.
And hey, I got someone actually chatting now. This is great. I don't know what
Holy
to do.
moly!
Hello, viewers. Welcome to our game of Conan.
Is it still Young Thug Cold Feet?
It is.
Can
Yep.
we see that? Can we see that Twitch feed at the same time?
Oh yeah. Just make
Yeah.
sure you turn off the sound. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't use Twitch that much.
I'll put the
So-
link in our chat there so you can.
Okay,
on it.
cool.
Jolly's so nice.
That's our
Get out of
Discord.
here, John. I'm gonna try to kill you tonight.
All right. I've got web access. I can make a new character in 5 minutes.
So is this in the Conan
It is.
Inside
Yep.
of
In the
Wait.
Conan chat there. Yeah.
chat rooms? Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm looking for that and I do not see that. I just see a picture of.
Yes. Scroll right
I
down.
see a Nerf commercial
Oh, I got
right
it.
now.
I got it. Cool. Sorry. Okay.
Yep.
I good. Interesting.
got an Asian guy playing Halo.
Oh, Jolly, you and your screen overlays.
What?
Those are so cool, though.
I played with this guy, and we're in Google Chat, but he had a screen overlay, and we were like on the beach. We were playing like the pit of Cthulhu or whatever, and you come in on a boat. But he just did a GIF of water, and he just did GIFs for his, right, because they looped, and it was like really, really good. It was a really interesting, cheap hack, and I was pretty impressed by you can just toss up a GIF because it's like small data, and it was overlaid over the other. It was a nice technique. If anybody is recording their stuff permanently, I was pretty impressed by it.
Yeah, that sounds neat.
All right.
I can't see the chat, though. How do I get the chat going?
Thanks to Harbinger, I now have 4 viewers. This is fantastic. This
Oh, I'm
is-
logged in. You
I'm
don't
showing
see
7.
You don't show Gideon on there or Mr. Mean? I'm not sure what I am on Twitch. I think I'm still Gideon.
Oh no, I just all I can see
You're
is the
still mean.
numbers.
I'm still me. Is that a play on words, sir? What are you trying to say?
All right, so we'll get started here now. So as a recap, the let's see. Wow, I got 7 players. All right, the 6 of you arrived on the Isle of the Dark Ones after your vessel was somewhat damaged in a storm. You guys were trying to track down these Stygian sailing vessels that are actually not crewed by Stygians, and you kind of lost them in the storms and as you're traveling to the far west. But you did manage to come to the island. The chieftain, Habuk, that's his name, Habuk. If I can
Habuk?
say it. If I do any justice to that inflection of words there. Anyway, he asked you guys that he will help replenish and replace your ship and get it all crewed back up if you help him figure out why there's members of his tribe are going missing. So you guys traveled. Let me see here. You guys traveled to a place called, it was a shrine, and you guys actually crossed this stone bridge, and you met, I gotta find the person here now, but you met one of these silent guardians, and this guardian somehow managed to speak to Gaius using telepathy, and told them that down below you will find Doom, but most likely the key to why people are going missing are down below.
Right. I remember that.
So I'm going to bring up some of these images here now.
I remember that.
So as you walked across this bridge and into this cavern, it opens up to a waterfall. You can see this waterfall, and there's a series of stairs that kind of winds its way down around. Now this opening, or this grotto, is fairly massive. It's like 300 or 400 feet in circumference, or in diameter. All right, so it's a fairly large spiraling staircase that goes down roughly 100 or 200 feet. It's quite a bit. You six, not including Harbinger, or I gotta say get his character name again.
Bob. We just call him Bob.
Raiju.
Ruji.
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 Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Well, Ruji is not here yet, of course. But anyway, you guys are standing on top of these stairs. You can overlook the platform, and you can see down below, roughly 100 feet, in this grotto, a large, like a low-lying vegetation, very dense, very thick. You can see the waterfalls on the opposite side. You can see the shrine or the temple or ruins down near the falls itself, and it's surrounded by like a pool of water.
Okay, because I'm on headphones, so you can do whatever you're going to do.
So, yeah. So I'm going to, I'll open it up right there.
I think last time we had decided we were going to go down, right? We'd run into those warriors, or we had evaded those big warriors because they foobarred us last time we were fighting them, and then we ran into the guy that was Argosian or something like that. There was only a couple of us that could talk to him. What was his name?
Oh, his name was Ciro.
Ciro, yeah. So Ciro kind of knew the way, and the king or whatever had asked us to look into the bad guys, but we weren't supposed to disappoint him because if we do, bad things were going to happen. Ciro gave us a warning, but decided to go with us, I believe.
Yes.
No, I thought he stayed behind.
Ciro, yeah.
Ciro
he's
stayed
the
behind.
plaything of the king.
Yeah, he
And
stayed behind. That's right.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
getting castigated by the king, if I recall.
Yes, that sounds right. So, and is that where we left off? We hadn't actually started our journey yet to go below or whatever.
That's correct. You were just looking down. You were just starting
The
to look
path.
down, yeah, into this path. And
All right. So what's the marching order? Not in front, I will tell you that.
well, you can walk down the stairs. You can see. Let me describe what you guys are seeing on this stone stairway that is roughly 8 feet in length out from the wall. All right, there's a sheer drop on the other side that goes all the way down. But there's a lot of vegetation going down. But there's also on the walls lots of these little alcoves all the way around, and you can see a lot of inscriptions. And it seems like there's all various types of carvings and reliefs decorating the walls all the way down. Also, from the on the far edge of the stairs, you can also see a lot of vines, and these vines are pretty thick and pretty robust. But they actually seem to be going down to several levels directly beneath you, and there seem to be levels there as well.
So are the vines any kind of shortcut to get down?
It looks like they can on the various levels. Yeah, you can go all the way down. Easy enough.
But of course, one misstep and you fall. Correct?
The very fast way down.
Yeah. First step's a bitch. The landing's a killer. I mean, what do we want to go down the stairs? That's obviously going to take time, or we can try and go down the vines.
I feel super stupid. I'm not even that. I have it written down somewhere. I'm not super familiar. Not super familiar. I've spaced a little bit the exact details of what my character is able to do. How close is the character sheet here inside of Fantasy Grounds to what I have for my PDF?
It's identical.
Identical. Okay, so characters. I should be able to click up top, correct? All right, cool. Do I have anything ranged? That I guess. Oh yeah, I have a bow. So feel free to stick me in the middle of the group somewhere.
That's where I'm going to be.
I can hear the brave.
Nobody wants to be in the front or back.
That's Septimus's job to be in the front, isn't it? Isn't he?
Septimus is clearly our leader, so he should probably just decide.
Yeah. I mean, lead from the front.
I'm always in the front. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I'm the big shield.
That's right. I have a meat shield. It's called Septimus.
Okay.
I'm small and stabby. I wait for Septimus to knock them down, and then I go slit their throats. If there's anything left after he hits.
Okay, guys. You now had more than enough time to enjoy the view, so let's get moving.
All right. Yeah, I agree. Sorry, I want, but I'm ready to go wherever. I'm not going to go. I mean, I would if ordered, maybe, but then I'd probably run away. I'm front line, so I'm not a frontliner on this thing. I shouldn't be. You don't want me there.
Okay, let's give the vines a try. Let's see how they hold up if someone climbs down there. I try that.
Okay, so you're going to take a vine down. You're going to try to scoot down a vine.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Splitting the party on the very first go. All right.
Yeah, this is how games are won right here.
Especially since he starts out with 15 doom right off the bat.
Exactly.
What's the worst that could happen?
If you say that again, I'm going to stab you in the back.
He's got 15 doom to figure it out.
No,
Exactly.
I actually have 18 doom because Septimus joined.
Septimus joined.
Okay, so if you're going to try to scoot down a vine, it is
Nope.
athletic is a D2 athletic check to climb down.
Yeah, I'm not
Okay.
doing that.
I'm a human spider that reduces the difficulty by 1, but
Okay.
it's still a D1 to climb down. I'm not the most athletic type, so yeah, what to do about that? You have 18 Doom, but I think 19 looks better.
Oh, jeez. Wow.
First thing of the game, he gives.
I know. Really? I thought I was the jerk of the group.
I'm not a jerk of the group. I'm actually the
You're
heart
just a
and
jerk.
soul of the group.
Heart
Okay,
and
let's
soul.
see what I can get. It's athletics, so let's see what I get.
Oh yeah, look at you. Like a
Well,
boss.
looks good. I needed 1 success, so we have 2 momentum left.
You have
Oh,
2
I thought-
momentum, and you can spend that to go down. It looks like there's 3 legs of this particular repel down. Looks like if you spend your other 2 momentum, you can bypass 1 whole level and get right down to the middle level.
Am I hearing Tarzan
Oh yeah,
running
let's
around?
let's do that. Yeah, of course. I go down as far as I can. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So you actually you see Alaric kind of get onto the vines. He kind of greases his palms, and he just zips down very quickly. And you can hear him kind of laugh and giggle all the way down. And it's like, he seems to be loving this Tarzan swing thing. And he lands quite safely down roughly 60 feet down below on a ledge over halfway.
Well, I can't be done up by him. I'm gonna run down this. Can I use tracker to see what the best path, the safest path is down?
Make a D. Okay, I gotta find where is that?
Tracker is See, does tracker. You can recognize all the signs of passage from the subtle to the obvious. In particular, adept in following a target. When attempting a survive test to track a creature or a group of creatures, you may reduce the difficulty.
I was
Yeah,
going to
come
say
on,
it's a D1.
Track me.
It was I was going to say it's a D1, so that actually reduces it down to a D0 if you want to roll.
Well, there's no point in rolling, is there?
Well,
you
you can get momentum
Oh, that's right. You can get momentum.
or Doom.
Oh, tracker. It's awareness, right?
No, it's survival.
Oh, survival. Oh, you mean that skill I don't have? I do actually have. Look at that.
All right, so you've gotten 2 successes, or 2 momentum. Did you want to put it into the pool?
Yeah. And I will be out front, scouting the way for my compatriots and showing them the safest way to go down.
Based on what you're seeing, although is a little bit longer, you feel that the stairways is obviously the more safer way.
Right.
It looks pretty secure all the way down.
And I'll look back at Septimus and with a very serious look on my face, I'll say, walk as I walk. And then I will start to duck walk my way down the stairs.
Okay, duck walking. Please describe your duck walking, please.
Well, I'm like, what am I, like 5'6" or 5'7" or something? Septimus is like 8 foot tall. So yeah, I'm just crouched real low, and just like, ninja running down the stairs.
You don't have a camera in this world, right?
Yeah. Damn you! But yeah, just because I like to put Septimus, in painful situation. You got to get lower. Because he's wearing heavy armor, isn't he?
He is.
Not heavy, just male. But he is clanking most of the way.
Yeah, and you are quite large, are you not?
I think only 6 foot.
Oh, only 6 foot, yeah, in chainmail, yeah. That's not imposing at all.
All right, so you start to scurry down the stairway, and as it's going to take you, it looks like it'll take you roughly 5 turns to go down. So, it takes.
Can I use that doom? Can I use that momentum to shorten that time by picking the momentum,
picking
the best route?
the momentum. If you want to use that for moving down that way, and continue on, I will allow you to spend the 2 doom to move 2 zones as opposed to 1 zone.
You mean momentum, not doom.
Yeah, momentum. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I wasn't giving you any more, buddy. Well, can I do 1 for me and 1 for Septimus to keep him close to me? Because I'm chicken shit is really what it boils down to.
If you want to use the momentum, you need to spend the 2 of them so you can move like fairly efficiently down, and you get 2 out of the 5 zones to get down.
But I'll be ahead of those guys, right?
Oh yeah, you will be.
Oh no. I'll stay with the group then. I'll just put the momentum in the pool.
Okay.
So I move. I walk down the stairs with my staff.
Okay. Everyone. Okay. So we got Varos, Gaius, Septimus. What are you doing, sir?
Yeah, I'm going to follow right behind Burroughs and use my spear as kind of a... Because I'm assuming this is a rather narrow set of stairs.
Roughly 8 feet coming out from the walls.
Oh, okay. So there is room. So, yeah, I'm going to go down the stairway, keeping as close to the wall as I can.
Okay. And Neville.
I'm going right down those vines, man.
Okay, it's a D1 for you, sir.
It was nice knowing you, Neville.
Oh, hold on now.
Okay.
I said no. It's a D2. Sorry.
Yep. I'm going to spend the momentum out of the pool.
Okay.
And see how this goes.
Oh,
Nice.
So you have zero successes, and you rolled a complication.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to take. You don't actually start swinging down the vines. You actually just get over the edge, and you instantly start getting a bad case of vertigo. So you need to make a D2 resistance roll to avoid some mental damage.
Throw up.
oh.
I will use another momentum.
Everybody else
Okay.
down there.
It's like, Alaric, catch me!
Look up.
Yeah, I'm a climber, not a catcher.
So you got 2 successes, and
Yeah, I'm not a puker.
okay. So you've managed to get yourself. You're still on the vines. You're kind of paralyzed with fear, but you're not losing your balance or anything. And
very good.
you know, you're on hold. You're not down on the first level at all. You're nowhere near the first level. Now
Who's
Enoch.
left here? All right. So we have no momentum left, right?
That's correct.
And the the vines are a single difficulty.
No, it's a 2 difficulty.
So you need 2 successes on 2 dice, correct?
Correct. Well, you can always spend Doom to roll an extra couple of dice.
Or fortune point.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna try and get this pool up. So I mark the fortune point on my
Yep, double click your fortune. There you go.
Oh
So-
shoot! I went down to 0. Oh shoot! I didn't mean to do that.
All you gotta do is just type in the number of your new number. That's all to fix it.
Okay, there we go. Okay, cool. So 1 fortune point.
All
I'm
right.
giving you 2 doom. I'm rolling 5 dice.
Woohoo!
I'm gonna get this going. We'll see what happens with this. All right. So to hopefully get us some momentum back in the pool is the idea here.
So it's a D2 acrobatics check.
So so to narratively make this like an explanation, like who's that famous like 1940s like pencil mustache pirate?
Errol Flynn.
Errol Flynn, yeah, he's all flamboyantly, you know, 1 for the ladies, he says, and as he leaps out flourishingly. We'll see if this is successful or not. So, okay. So this is a whatchamacallit, a acrobatic.
Now, which one of us exactly are you calling the ladies?
Yeah, and by the way, Errol Flynn was gay.
You know,
Gay.
I spent a lot of time on ships. The concept of who is the lady is a very fungible concept.
Yeah, we're all ladies to him.
Who's in the barrel?
Yeah, so right.
Or who? Better yet, who's the water fountain?
Oh.
Okay, wait. So a tracker.
Let's forget that.
Oh, that's a doom, right?
So, so that's 5 dice. I gave you 2 doom. I spent a fortune.
That's one. Are you skilled?
Oh yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's 2 successes right there.
That's 2 successes right there. So now that's the one I set to 1. Now I have 4 dice left to roll, correct?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
So how do I press the I remember there's a little
Yep. So what you do, put down in your modifier, put the number of other dice that you need to make your total. So you're going to roll 4 dice total, right?
So what there is there's the skill, right?
Yep.
Athletics.
Acrobatics is what you got to roll.
Sorry, acrobatics.
Yep.
I thought climbing would be
hold on,
athletics. Okay.
Common uses. Oh, you would be. No, sorry, athletics. Sorry, that's right,
Yeah.
athletics.
Okay, so
It is your athletics. Yeah.
how do I see this? Okay, now I'm there's the little phoenix, and then there's the little circle.
Right. So what you do to roll your dice, all you got to do is click on the phoenix.
Yeah.
Yeah. And additional dice you enter in the modifier box.
Yeah.
Down left.
Yeah, you gotta have the modifiers in before you roll. It looks like.
Okay. Okay. So is it all right if I just re-roll that?
Oh, okay. I'll let you this once. This once.
Okay. Sorry, I just clicked it. I thought I was gonna click that box and open it.
Yeah. No.
Sorry. I have the 2 down on the modifier, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you click the button now, it's going to roll 4 dice.
Okay, that's what I meant to do. Apologies. Whatever hits me now hits me. Okay, so shit. So I only got 1 success to return to the pool, right?
Well,
three successes in total, so 1 momentum.
Yeah.
So you managed to get down to 1 level.
And Alric is down 2, correct?
Correct. Elric's still farther down than you. You kind of just, meanwhile, Nevins is up there almost losing his lunch and completely a little bit nervous. He's still stuck up on top there.
Sorry, guys. I was hoping to have a big something to drop into the fucking momentum.
It was worth a try.
No,
it's
good. Try. That's good. You use up that fortune points early. I'm happy with that. Okay, so I will now go back to the stairway. So we have Varos. Varos, as you're walking down the stairway, amongst the grass and the vines that are kind of growing over the edges, you see what looks to be a figure kind of just starting to push himself up, like he's like kind of waking up. And this is Ryuji.
Yeah,
Bless you. Bless you. Gesundheit. Well, I'll put up a hand, like hold those that are following behind me. And I've got my hand on my sword, on my broadsword, but it's not drawn. My other hand, though, is ready for a dagger to slip out of its sleeve and slit his throat if need be. I mean, because I'm a nice guy. I'll go and I'll yell out, "Who goes there?" In common. Whatever the default language.
There is no common.
I know. Well, actually, I speak Argonian and Aquilonian, so probably Aquilonian is I think that's my native.
All right. Did we lose? Did we lose someone?
I don't think so.
I don't hear Ryuji.
No, I'm here. I just was waiting for him to to take a
Yeah.
pause before I jumped in.
Oh yeah, you with him. You just gotta keep speaking, man. Don't wait.
I love you too, Jolly.
And I'll start standing up. My name is Ryuji
What language is he speaking?
Aquilonian.
Oh, okay. So, what are you doing on this path?
I don't even know what path this is. This was not the path I was on before I succumbed to this blackness or darkness.
The fever?
This is a different cave than what I started in. So I don't even know where I'm at.
What does he look like? Describe yourself.
All right.
He looks faithful. Join our party.
Human, obviously, about 6'4". I'm also wearing chain. Basically, I've got a golden brownish skin, what you can see of me if you're close enough. I'm very lean and pronounced muscular build. I do stand erect pretty much all the time. You can tell I'm some kind of a veteran. I have military cut with real dark black hair, almost like Japanese or so. And I've got basically a fairly clean-shaven face, as if I try to maintain it to some degree. And I'm wearing... Go ahead.
No, go.
I was going to say that I also have basically a cloak on me, and on my chest and my armor, you also see that there is a symbol, which seems you recognize it, obviously, if you're from Aquilonian, as a black dragon on a white background. And so I don't know if the DM's going to reward you with any of that information. And I seem to have a sword at my side and a sword on my back. And it looks like I've also got a very large crossbow as well, of some kind.
So as he's kind of, straightening himself up, I'm slowly backing up to stand slightly behind Septimus.
Meet my twin brother.
So
and I do have a very large metal shield, by the way, that I'm now pulling out the ground and standing it up beside me, casually, but just in case.
Dagger flies. No. Yeah, so I'm not getting close to this fucking guy. I don't know who he is. And he just, melded out of the ground, so as far as I'm concerned,
man,
he's
I speak
creepy.
a nice, beautiful tongue, the same as yours. We're brothers.
I don't even trust my mom, okay? And I like her.
That's
on
where you
Tuesdays.
got the dagger from.
That's right. She put it in my back. Pointy end first. So yeah, I'll let Septimus do the introductions. I'll just back up and keep an eye on him. If he makes any stupid moves, a dagger will fly, to him.
Would I recognize the symbol he described?
Yes, very much so. It is the symbol of the black dragons, is it? If I remember correctly.
Yeah. They're an elite
combat unit.
Think of a shock trooper squad for Aquilonian army. Basically, they would be sent in to hold a line or place where it gets really nasty.
Yeah, they're the badasses.
Vanguard, heavy unit, whatever you want to call it.
What brings you to this fair island, Ruji?
Island? What island are you speaking of?
Oh, we're way out west on the past the Brocken Isles.
What? I was in the Pictish Wilderlands just before I succumbed to the sleep.
Strange things are afoot.
There's, last I remember, is a really decrepit ancient stone obelisk thing with a blue light, and then I lost vision and woke up here.
Barrow starts shaking his head and goes, "Yep, he's with us now."
I'm sorry, I'm very disoriented on where y'all claim that we're at.
You, good sir, are fucked. and we are on an
we didn't even
island.
think that.
Yeah,
Do
we
you
are
know what
on
the
an
island's
island.
called?
We know the name of it, correct?
Yes,
the
you do,
Isle
yep.
of the Dark Ones, right? That's not what we call it, right?
I think that is what we call it.
Is it? Yeah.
That's what it's called on the map.
Varus will say matter of factly, like he should know, the Isle of the Dark Ones.
That explains much.
Duh. Yeah.
Well, do y'all mind if I join y'all?
Do you have any coin?
Who's the number?
Yeah, the more the merrier.
Thank you.
If I put Septimus and him side by side, no one can see me. This is excellent. I like this. I'll tell him, you walk here, and I'll drag him. Grab his arm and put him right next to Septimus.
I will put my sword in for your party. Thank you for the assistance.
I'll hand him a wineskin. It's not poisoned yet.
Thank you.
Sure.
Okay.
And then give me my wineskin back.
All right, so I'm going to skip now back to Nevins, who's now right on the edge, and he's committed to going down this rope, I would imagine, this vine, unless you are going to start walking down the stairs. So, Neville,
Yeah,
what are you going to do, bud?
I'm going right down the vines.
All right, then. All right, so it is
The word mosh pit comes to mind all of a sudden.
it is an athletics roll, a difficulty 2.
All right, I'm going to spend a momentum out of the pool.
Okay. So you're down to 0.
I have a funny feeling our momentum pool usually rides around 0 in this party.
Oh, that was a good roll.
Wow.
Okay, so
3
you
successes.
had 2 successes. You can spend 2 of those momentum to end up on the same ledge as Elric.
All right.
I'll look
I'll go
look
hang
over
out
the
with my bud.
Yeah, I look over the edge and see that they're like 2 levels below us, and I'm like, "Shit, let's go!" And I dart between those 2 guys and just start heading down.
Okay, so here is the fun stuff.
I knew it.
On
God damn it.
on this second level, as you come down the ledges, you notice that the vines are hiding a lot of alcoves. All right, a lot of these little shelters or
Alcoves.
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 Altoids.
Altoids.
I like Altoids.
And
Minty fresh.
some of these openings are actually quite large, and they go in quite a ways. And the level that both Elric and Neville is on, there's a fairly large opening that goes in quite a ways. And inside you can see one of these Hindu-style statues right against the far wall, but it's back probably 20, 30 feet inside this large opening.
I think that's Buddhist, gotta say.
Buddhist.
Yeah, that's Buddhist.
Sorry.
I'm going to try to covertly sneak my way in and get a better look.
Yeah, what would you do with some kind of figures there? What are we actually looking down here? I actually forgot. We were about to meet our greatest fears. I don't have any fear of some stone figure.
Until it comes to life and starts hitting you with a stone
That's
sword.
different. Yes, of course.
Alric, there is no food here.
Yeah, so that's a problem. Actually.
That is your greatest fear.
Yeah, but down there, there's some vegetation and so on. You might actually find something.
I can make a salad. The quest for ranch.
All right.
You know what? Go make me a sandwich.
As you guys are yelling back and forth your recipes for sandwiches on the levels, whole wheat on rye, The alcoves have multiple inscriptions on the walls. You see the large statues along all throughout. In the back of this particular alcove, there is it's a fairly large statue, much similar to the ones on Easter Island, if you actually picture those. But the heads are not human as of such; they're more bestial in nature. All right.
Yeah, this is not good. Not good.
And they all tend to be looking out, and you notice that the heads and the eyes are always—they're not like facing straight out like statues would. They actually seem to be peering in a certain direction, not
Like they're
just
all
straight out
looking
like
at
they're
something.
standing at attention, but they're actually like they're looking at something.
It just, if you follow all their eyes, it goes to the same direction, the same point.
It looks that way. Yep.
And what is that?
Can anyone read the inscriptions? I'm not
Yeah,
that
I was
good.
going to see if I could maybe determine what kind of inscription, what kind of language they are using my linguistic skill.
Well, for you, it would be a D2 lore.
Okay. I will check my lore. I will look at the inscription that says Getty Images and see if I can make out what it says.
Oh!
And you never use extra dice. You're like, I'll just roll 2 dice and see what happens.
I know it probably doesn't matter because you're like at closing in on 30 with Doom.
I'm going to I am going to take those 2 doom, and you are still having trouble trying to read it. You can't quite pick it out.
Can I go look at it? Because I've got lore as well.
Well, you got to climb back up to go back up the stairs and zip down on the lines.
Shit.
And the
Well, I'm
vines.
fast enough. I can do that.
So,
God, he's at 23 doom.
oh, this is going to be
Jesus.
great. One of you tonight
Oh.
will not make it. Anyway, so I'll now zip back to the group on the stairways. On the stairways, as you're walking down the stairs, the vines here down the steps are actually hiding these really large statues. And this is what you see behind the vines as you're going down.
Okay, creepy. Varos is going to point out.
Gods and kings.
And nobody's moving in that direction, right? I mean,
as long
I don't.
as I'm not the little guy he's stepping on.
That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking. That's what I was thinking.
Hey, why does it say Varos under that? What the?
So to give it a little bit of perspective, these statues are roughly twice the height of a normal person. So they're roughly 8 to 10 feet tall.
Yikes! Any writing on them?
There are inscriptions on them, yes.
Can I try to read them?
Yeah, I could try to read.
It is a D2 lore check.
Okay, not spending any doom or anything. Mother, son of a pussy.
Roll.
No
Okay.
success. And a complication.
Okay, so
Apparently, reading is very hard. I wouldn't have thought.
apparently so. So guys, are you rolling a? Oh, Varos, what did you roll?
I rolled a 20 and a 2, and my skill in lore is a 10 with an emphasis of 2. So, yeah, I failed.
Okay, apparently no one here in this group can read.
Can read, yeah. This is Greek.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I could
I
try,
failed
but
early.
I wouldn't bother to
For-
try to
for
read
my
this
comp-
stuff.
My complication, I realize that I can't read it. I'm going to look back at Septimus and say, yeah, this guy here is the god of fire. That guy's the god of nutsacks. And that guy that's getting stepped on, he's the god of fame.
So what is this? Is this linguistics, right?
I
Reading
gave it a
is
try also. The new guy.
It's lore. No,
An
it's
F&G.
lore.
The FNG.
What is linguistics?
That's
Holy shit. You can have a lore of 6? Wow.
That's speaking, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, linguistics is understanding
Yeah,
other languages.
Linguistics is a thing if you need to decipher something. Actually, I would have expected it to be linguistics, but nevertheless.
No, this is lore.
And if you just have a number and no focus, that means you can't possibly. Can you still get doubles on ones?
No.
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 No, you
No,
have
no.
to have a focus.
And the interesting part is
Hey, I'm happy to have a success after looking at y'all's results. Stop talking
Yeah,
about
if
mine.
you
Hey,
if you
I got
don't
two
if you don't
successes.
have if you don't have any expertise in the skill, you get a complication even on a 19, not only on a
Yeah,
20.
19 or 20.
Hey, I just got 2 successes.
Okay.
There
So
you go.
in this flurry of reading, to the walls and read.
4 hours of a game session, and we know the names of the statue.
After a long debate.
Long debate. That's it.
No. Your analysis is totally right.
And
Yeah.
Naxus, you recall a long time ago a story you heard as you were just a boy. And you remember the story of this ancient civilization that was the masters of the world at the time. And this is ancient. This is like hundreds of thousands and millennia ago. But you remember the story how these individuals had gateways and gates, and they could travel in brief instances, vast distances. Brief second. This takes a second, and they're large distances
Just now
of travel.
remembering this?
Just that.
Hey, by the way, didn't Anaxis, didn't he rappel down one level?
Anaxis did.
Yeah, he's one level down. Yeah.
Yes, but there's inscriptions everywhere.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
He's getting eaten by giant spiders. We'll get to him in a minute.
So, and you remember this story in Axis but these yeah. So you remember the story of these as a kid of this civilization that had some sort of technique of traveling vast distances at once through these gateways. And the symbols are some of the stories that your ancestors or your grandparents or whoever used to draw, and you remember hearing about this as a kid.
Is the concept of gates something that makes sense to...
You have never heard of any type of these gateways or portals before, other than through stories.
Okay, I guess would I know that means that it's something that lets you travel from a place to a place? Is that a too big picture of a concept for my puny human brain?
Well, just
like,
you know, gates. Nearly every building has one.
Right,
and
exactly. So I'm trying to wonder if I can extrapolate that real world. Okay. Is it too much of a stretch to try and explain to the other folks that maybe I think I know why Ruji?
Yeah, Ruji.
Well, it'll
Why
be a stretch
Ruji
because you don't know anything about Ruji yet, and you're also on a level by yourself. So,
okay, all right. So I'm just sticking that stuff away. All the other PCs, you don't know shit about this.
Oh, I've told them all they need to know about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, that's Bacchus, the god of wine, and
Yeah, his version.
yeah, which you'll come to find out is completely bullshit.
All right, Anaxis, your character, I will allow to repel down to the second level without any more issues. If you want to do that and meet up with the other two.
Yes.
Okay.
As I catch up to him, I say, I without fully going into the details, I mentioned that we are in a place of old and powerful. I think we're a place of old and powerful mojo, but it's kind of a yeah, duh, of course, buddy, sort of statement. But I feel imperative to say.
Yeah. So who built this thing?
Do I have a name of this old?
Not that you can
probably
remember.
only
It was just an ancient civilization.
Well,
I assume he's with the group. This is Ruji speaking as the new person showed up.
hey, buddy, how you doing?
Well,
I'm Ryuji.
you guys aren't together. You got to remember, Ruji and
Oh, I thought he just came down to our level.
no, he's down. He's down with.
We're at the top. We're at the top level. We're walking
Yeah,
down.
They're on the
who's
stairs, and these
currently
guys are repelling down on the vines.
who's currently at the second level? I think
Right.
Neville, Anaxus, and Ulrich. Yes.
Correct. Yep.
I mentioned briefly some stories. I suspect some stories I heard from my nana.
None.
No.
Well, that's actually that's very sweet. You could tell us more about that at a later date, but now
Around the campfire.
is it somehow dangerous? Is it well somehow valuable, or could we just ignore this as like a kind of historical graffiti?
We got to keep our wits about us. I don't know the level of danger, and it might be long dead. I mean, the stuff that my nana talked about was forever ago.
So they are all dead. So they won't mind if we beat them.
They
Okay.
are all dead. So happy.
Crom is talking again.
Crom is just singing away.
All right. So let's move on. Further down.
Okay, so I'll leave you guys there for a second. I'm going to go back to the group on the stairs. You are they're trying to read the everything on the wall, the inscriptions, and you're looking at stuff. And we had Varos, who was kind of looking around and looking pretty close, and his hand actually, as he was tracing his fingers on the inscriptions, activated some form of latch or button, and you hear this kind of this crumbling noise.
From which direction?
He says, "Oops."
This is from the direction of the stairways. Like, it seems to be like right by the wall in front of them that they're looking at. You can kind of hear like this rattling and kind of like you kind of hear like this rock is starting to crumble, and a little bit of dust and dirt starting to shift a tiny bit. And
You know, I'm a trained thief, which is an honorable profession. Do I know this kind of music?
no, you do not.
Okay. It's probably
Nice.
not a trap, so everything is safe.
Yeah, it's probably most likely it's not a trap.
I'm just looking for my image that I gotta get here.
We know old cultures like this don't trap anything.
Of course not, never. You know, I told
Why
you it's
would
the god
they?
of wine and the god of singing and the god of fleur de lis.
You know, imagine if you know you're dying, and about 10,000 years later, someone will die from a trap you built. Why would you bother in the first place to build this trap?
Sheer
Because-
spite.
Yeah, because you're an asshole.
Yeah, but then you're a dead asshole, and it's not fun at all, you know?
We know who his ancestors were.
Well,
Yeah.
Well, you
You know,
do it because you believe in eternity.
yeah, exactly. And the connection between this world and the afterlife is not as
Bullshit.
concrete as we see. I'm
All right,
not saying I believe it, buddy. I'm just
You can tip your fedora, but that's okay.
That's
Don't get
okay.
all preachy on me.
Yeah. Preach it, brother. Preach it.
Uh-oh, he's breaking out a map with zones already marked.
Well, that's not good.
That's
Oh, I like
bad.
this map. That's
I mean, he's only
Yeah.
sitting at 23 Doom. What's the worst that can happen?
I gotta say that Jolly, this one reads better than that last one with the pillars was cool, but it was so complex it was hard to read. This one's, I like how you chose to simplify this just a little bit on this one.
Cool, thank you. So I'm gonna drag you guys out. Hold on now.
Oh, great. Put me first. Thanks.
What are the symbols?
Yeah,
Notice
don't
how
worry.
he made
Don't,
you big enough that you can.
Yeah, that's right. I'm a giant. But God, Septimus, I hate to see how big you're going to be.
goodness gracious.
always forget how to scroll.
The incredible shrinking pirate.
There we go. It's been
Okay.
so long since I used Fantasygram.
I'm going to get you guys to place yourselves anywhere you want in this circle here. I'm going to draw a circle on the map. And you guys can place yourself anywhere in that circle.
Which way did we come from? From the top?
From the top, heading down.
All right. Where's Septimus? Septimus, you put yourself.
Gaius is in the circle.
So I'm going to draw a line here.
So circle takes the square. It's an old joke there, if anybody gets that.
I just drew 2 straight lines. Everything to the left of those lines is the chasm falling downwards, going down.
Oh,
all right.
That's not good. Don't go there.
Everything to the right is where the wall is. All right. But you can still move along those zones and stuff, but you can't cross those 2 straight lines. Or risk fall.
So Vero should be just a bit ahead of me, correct?
Yeah.
So remember, everyone's got to be in that circle.
In the circle. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, that's the area of effect of the thing we're fixing to hit with.
Yeah. Remember, it doesn't matter how much doom he has; he can still only roll, 5 dice.
Not
Then he
damage.
just has to roll it just 5 times more. More
Yeah,
rolls.
exactly.
Yeah,
he can add it. He can add 20
with
damage
20 dice. It's
4
20
20 dice.
with 5.
I didn't know that's a limit on that modifier box.
So, as you guys were kind of looking and getting the understandings and the gist of these carvings and markings, Varos, you notice that one of these statues starts to crumble, and it's almost as if it's a shell, as if it's some form of outer layer, and one of these statues of the arms crumbles, and you can actually see underneath it what looks to be like a large skeletal arm. And suddenly, and without warning, a lot of foreshadowing, of course, you guys see this crash through the walls.
Who are you gonna call? Ghostbusters.
Septimus.
Yeah, I'm gonna call Septimus. I don't scream in panic. I scream in Septimus.
Oh, there probably are ladies around here. I hear them screaming.
It's okay. When that skeleton is skull fucking you, I will be the one running away, still alive.
I draw my two-handed sword out.
Ah!
Definitely.
He needs some Septimus shock.
Hey, dude, I cannot backstab that, okay? There's no fleshy bits on it. This
That's
is
a
bullshit.
great picture. I love that thing.
Well,
Tear up those
I'm having a
tendons, man. That's what you go for.
What is the earring in? What's holding the earring? Come on.
What's holding the earring?
Somebody held the skin that he's got on his head.
Through the
nice.
walls, it seems like these statues were more of an outer hardened shell that these creatures, these guardians as of such, were. And they kind of crash out as if sensing the warmth, and some great sorcery at some point has awakened these guys to your presence. Mainly the fact that you rolled a 20, so I just said, hey, that's where you kind of activated the little knowledge there as you kind of poked and prodded away. So you
Thanks, Nexus.
Well, shit hits the fan.
Leave it to the pirate.
How many? Just one? Oh, no, couldn't be just one. Why would it be just one? Huh? Whoa, dude. Not right next to me. That's not cool.
You see, crashing through the walls, these 3 large skeletal-looking guardians. And they're inanimate, they're dark, eyeless orbs, their sockets stare And the one closest to Varos, number 3. He's going to spend the doom and go first.
Of course he is.
Ah,
Of course he is. Because why wouldn't you, Mr. 23 Doom?
Where's the combat tracker on the?
Up in the top right-hand corner, there is a button that just says CT.
Okay, I see it. There it is. Thank you.
Yeah, I got it. I pulled it up.
So, first of all, let's see what these things can do here.
He doesn't even know.
You need to make a fear check.
Fear? I'm not scared of nothing except everything.
When a creature with this fear, you must make a discipline test equal to the difficulty, and it is a fear 1. So you need to make a discipline roll of a difficulty 1.
Discipline. Where the hell is the discipline? Is a skill, right?
it's a skill, yeah.
Oh, I have it. Ooh, I'm actually pretty good at it. All right. So I'm rolling. And I believe I made it.
You did. All right. So you are
Woo!
ignoring the.
I'm not.
fear
I ain't
for
scared
now.
of no skeletons. As I dive behind Septimus.
So this thing now is going to, as it stretches his arms out, you see like one of the arms had like a shield on it that's very corroded and very broken down, but it's still very massive. And in his other hands, he has this large, calcified-looking sword.
Okay.
So he is going to attack you.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to. I believe they're human size, right?
No, these are about 8 to 10 feet tall.
Oh shit.
They're monstrous creatures.
So probably dodging would be better than parrying, although I have a very good parry.
So you're gonna
Dodging is for ranged attacks. And
That's right.
parrying is for
That's right.
melee
That's right.
attacks.
It's been a while. I will dodge.
Do you have the tenant to dodge
Yeah.
that?
It's got to be
Yes,
parry. Oh, you got the dodge?
Parry. I have parry.
Okay.
I will parry.
All right. So I am going to. I get 2 dice. Let's see.
Jolly, I'm gonna be a dick and cry bullshit because you didn't give me a chance to make an observation test.
Yeah, well, you did. You were observing the words, and you rolled a 20.
I was observing the words. Oh, you jerk! He did say, guys, he was gonna kill somebody.
He goes, hey, I know what this word says. It's activate. Here, let me push it.
What's this big red button do? It says do not push.
It says do. Oh, let's push that one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I want
if
my
you
mommy.
If you can read this, you are too close.
Yeah, exactly.
Funny.
It says watch out.
Do
Duck.
not touch.
And I'm
Yeah,
going
do
to.
not touch.
I'm going to spend.
Of course you are.
1, 2, 3 doom to roll 3 extra dice. So I'm going to roll 5 dice total.
Oh,
God, what did I do? I show up for your game. I listened to your blog. God, what?
yeah, you try to do the unspeakable reading.
Read.
stuff.
You read.
Yeah,
How
exactly.
dare you read in my game?
There's no reading.
All right. So here. So you're going to try. Oh, so you're going to try to parry, right?
I'm gonna try to parry.
So do you
So
have?
I need to know how many successes.
Well,
Yes,
that's
I
gonna-
have the parry skill.
That's going to cost you a doom unless you have a sword in your hand.
I
or a
do.
Shield. Okay. So there's no.
I don't remember Conan ever reading.
It's not Conan the Librarian, damn it.
I can't believe you decided to read in my game. Damn you.
I know. I'll never make that mistake again. Yeah, I'll have to give you the doom because I didn't. I had a dagger ready, but I don't believe you can parry. You can parry with a dagger, can you? Or dagger? I'm looking up dagger right now because it's not on my character sheet, but we did talk about it.
Can't you parry with anything? It just requires a doom if there's not a
Oh yeah, you can parry with anything. You
Right.
just don't have.
But some weapons are made for parrying.
yes.
Yeah.
But dagger appears to not be on this list of weapons. Oh wait, is it? There it is.
The dagger has the parry.
Daggers are parrying.
Okay, so it doesn't cost you any.
Nope. I can parry.
All right, so I'm going to go to your character and
And I have parry at 13 with a focus of 3.
That's pretty
That's
good.
solid.
All right, here goes. Here is my roll.
Roll all 20s. Oh, we don't get to see his rolls. Dirty
Oh,
rotten
no, sorry,
whore.
that's the wrong one. Ignore
Uh-huh,
that.
sure. Yeah, I didn't like the roll. Re-roll.
That's not it. Here we go. This is here.
Hey, I thought you were rolling.
That's not
five.
it either.
That's,
Yeah.
No, I thought you rolled 5 dice.
I'm supposed to roll 5 dice.
Wait. Thanks a lot, Al. Thanks a lot.
So here we go again. Try this again.
Just keep rolling until you get the numbers you like. I understand.
So I have 3 successes.
Okay. All right. So that's a big ass sword coming at my. Oh wait, I
is.
can see your dice in the Twitch channel. Haha. I mean, not that I'm cheating.
Mental
All right.
note.
So I need mental note. Do not give Twitch channel.
Damn
to players.
viewers! I can't believe there's people watching my games.
My players
I
know
even
the.
put it in chat, which is the reason why I.
Exactly. I'm following after you, man. All right, so I'm
There's
going
a
to.
delay. That'll save
I'm-
everything, right?
I'm gonna spend a focus, or I mean a fortune,
Okay.
and what? I just click on it once, right?
Yep.
All
Oh, okay. So, this is why I got all this doom. I might as well use it. As you bring your little dagger up to deflect this here, the ground and the stairs that you're on, and I guess from the rubble that kind of poured off the figure, rolled down and got underneath your feet, causing you to lose your balance. I'm spending 2 doom to increase the difficulty of your roll to a D2.
All right. So I've already got 2 successes because I am focused in parrying.
Yep.
And I spent a fortune, so there's my 2 successes. And then we don't have any momentum, correct, guys?
Correct.
I don't think so. Yeah.
But
All
you
right.
could generate Doom because, well, he spent Doom, so generate more.
Yeah, I'll give you a doom for what is it? 1 extra dice,
Okay.
right? Well, there's a maximum of 5.
Correct.
So I'm rolling 2. I spent a fortune. That counts as 1, so that's 3. So I can give you 2 doom and roll 4 dice. Yes.
Yep.
All right. Oops. And do a 2, plus 2, right? So
That's
you put a
correct.
+2 in the modifier down there, and
That's-
that should add the extra dice. Yes.
Yeah. So you're rolling 2 extra dice.
Yeah.
Or- okay. Because you spent 2
Ready?
doom, right?
Yes, I gave you 2 doom.
Okay.
I didn't mark it off though, because mine says 100. So I'm assuming you're keeping track of the doom.
Yep.
So
Go ahead.
all right, guys, I'm rolling. Oh fuck.
So
On the other hand, you're successful.
Yes, I'm extremely successful.
you generated 1 momentum,
Yes.
but you did roll a complication.
Yes. The complication is well, I'm allowed to say what the complication is, right?
No.
Wait.
No.
You generated 2 momentum. You had 2 successes on your fortune point, and you rolled 2 additional successes. But difficulty was D2, so you had success with 2 momentum, and the attack was success with 2 momentum. So on a tie, it goes for the player character.
No. On a tie, it goes to the doom if I want to spend one or not.
If you want to spend Doom, of course. But
Well,
why
of course
would-
he does.
why would you
Duh.
do that would be evil.
You know,
Have you
some-
gamed with him before?
you
Are
know,
are you new?
this is what I'm going to do. I am not going to break the tie. So you successfully deflected and
Yay.
parried the blow. But
Okay.
that 2 momentum, that 2 doom, that complication that you rolled,
Uh-huh.
you need to make a D2 acrobatic check.
Okay.
Because it kind of jumps out at such a rapid pace and you're such close quarters to the edge of the wall
Yeah.
to risk falling
All right.
backwards.
I'm going to use that 2 momentum that I generated
Okay.
to add to this roll.
No, there's no
you-
momentum.
you-
There's no momentum
Oh,
now
it's
because
called it's basically even.
right. That's right.
Gotcha. All right. So I'm just going to straight up roll. Why is my map coming out of the
A
way? Here?
D2 acrobatic.
Acrobat. Oh, geez. I'm only at 9 with no specialization. I'm going to give you
Spit it
another
in.
doom. Yeah, I'm going to give you another doom.
Okay.
Take a +1. So I should be rolling 3 dice. Acrobatics.
You can do it.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
Oh, man.
Okay. So you
Just doom
fall.
it.
you see this large calcified-looking broadsword come smashing down, and Varos nimbly deflects it backwards. Deflects it off to the side, and he's got this big cocky look on his face. And but the force of it knocks him off his feet, and he actually falls back over the edge of the stairway
no.
and falls.
No.
Could we try to catch him?
Or can I grab a vine? Because there's a fuck ton of vines everywhere.
And I'm taking the Doom. He actually rolled another complication, so I'm going to take the Doom for that one.
Oh, jeez. He's at more Doom now than when he started.
Of course. That's how this
the
game
most
works.
20s I've ever rolled. Jeez. Can we play D&D?
Okay, so you are, I'm going to say, roughly 4 zones away from the bottom.
Oh joy.
Thanks for bugging out on us. I see you're leaving us with all the bad guys now.
I'm sorry, Septimus. It wasn't anything personal.
So
that was Gaius.
Oh, that was Gaius. Sorry, guys.
Yes, I'm super fucked.
Well, when you care to share the very least.
All right, so let me go into this here now.
I want my mommy. Oh, wait, what was the damage? I need to add that dagger to my character sheet.
Needless to say, you are now crashing into you're on the bottom of the stairs. You don't have to worry about the stairs anymore.
Oh, joy.
Oh, hey,
he fell down the stairs, not over the...
No, he fell over the edge by the stairs. Stupid handrails. No handrails.
Yeah, this is an OSHA complaint, man. I'm filing a grievance.
Well, don't worry. They got the handicap access set up for you, though.
So, okay, so I got it right here. This has both the stun and the vicious qualities.
Oh, joy.
Good thing I took the bind wounds.
Yeah.
Talent last.
You're humanitarian, Septimus.
Gravity word.
You're both gonna kill all the enemies and also heal all the people who could not kill all the enemies.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are falling a long distance, which inflicts 6 dice of damage and carries both the stun and the vicious qualities.
Yikes! Well, think about it this
way.
way.
Can I spend a fortune point to retcon that?
So I'm going to
rewrite the story.
I am going to roll the dice and see what happens to Varos.
Oh, it's nice gaming with
Bye,
you guys.
Varos.
Yeah.
Bye.
I have my backup character ready.
We'll see you next time, buddy.
His name's Barros.
So I see a total of 7 damage.
God damn.
With 3 effects.
So that kicks off the vicious. It's vicious 1, right?
Did you include the effects into the damage yet?
Yes. Yep.
Oh, okay. So 7 total, not
7 damage total, and with 3 effects.
Do you have any armor or any kind of...
Is it a yelp? Is it just a sickening thud?
Do you
It's
wear
more of a
any
splat.
kind of armor?
It's kind of squishy sounding.
Do you wear any kind of armor?
I'm gonna
yes,
roll.
I have.
I'm gonna roll the dice and see.
Armor doesn't work on falls.
No.
Why not?
Because it doesn't work on falls. Because that would be weird.
Yep.
Like put your football helmet on and jump out of an airplane. Oh, it helped. No.
Now your ass is also squished into the helmet.
Okay, so acrobatics. Okay, so you've taken 7 points of damage with vicious. So vicious allows it to
just adds an extra point of damage, right?
Per effect.
Per effect, right? So it's 7 damage plus 3 more.
Oof.
Yeah.
So that's 10.
But actually, where is armor does work against falling damage?
No, it doesn't.
Why?
Realistically, it would for a certain point, but after a certain speed that you accumulate, it ain't gonna make any difference after that point.
Yeah.
But it's a game mechanic, probably is what he's referring to.
Yeah, of
That
course,
sounds right.
it does work. And if you may attempt an average D1 acrobatics test to reduce the damage further.
Right. That's the yeah. I don't think the armor works though.
Yeah, it's additional.
Well,
armor
it's Jolly's game. Let
Yeah.
him make the call.
So
okay.
this is what I'm going to do. Oh, just 1 second, guys.
Go ahead and read what you found. Where'd you find it at?
112, page 112 on
The core rulebook.
And that way we can all kind of take a look at it. Cause,
Just 1 second, guys. I just got to put the dog out.
yeah,
And
no
just,
problem.
and just from
Dude, he's
somebody
gonna put his
who's-
dog down. Jeez, this is hardcore GM.
for somebody who's actually done a lot of PLFs, having body armor does help.
Yeah.
A lot of what?
Well, I'm not going to argue. We're talking game effects versus real world.
Parachute landing falls.
Yeah, it's two different things.
Yeah, but he found in the book though where it actually talks about falling was why he
Oh,
was bringing it up.
Oh, okay.
On
I've
page 112
never
is
even
what we're
seen.
reading.
Gotcha.
Common form of hazard is falling. The distance a character falls determines the falling damage, which I think that's what Jolly already did. Falling a close distance inflicts 2 physical, and then it talks about all the damage, but let's see, and the stuns, which he did bring in. Falling long distance, yeah, it gets nasty. Inflicts 6, which is what he rolled. So you fell a large.
Yeah, I went over the edge.
Yeah. Falling character may attempt an average D1 acrobatics test to reduce the damage and gain 1 additional point of armor soak against the falling damage. Momentum may be spent to increase the soak by 1 point for each point expended, and it's repeatable. Yeah, so armor does help.
Yeah,
If you are really good at acrobatics, you might actually get.
Well, he had me make an acrobatics roll, and I failed it.
Yeah,
no,
but
that's
no, but
that's
it's,
for the falling.
yeah,
this is for the soak. This is like rolling at the end when you hit the ground.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Or
like
as
if,
you're going down, you're
if you-
rolling
if you
along
put-
the side.
if you're
Did I
practicing parkour or so, you're falling and you're rolling with the fall.
All right, so
I'm a
I'm
fucking
I'm
ninja.
going to roll on the hit table and see what area strikes the ground, and this will apply the soak.
That's my head where I have no armor. Actually, I do have a helm.
kept that part to yourself right about now.
I have a helm. I do have a helm. It's
So-
only 2 points.
So you land on your leg awkwardly. Your right leg. What armor do you have on your legs?
Hold
Really
on.
strong stuff that soaks a lot.
Padded Gambleson.
All right, just one more
So just
second, again,
pads
guys.
two.
Hold on.
We retcon it. We don't tell the GM. We told the GM I rolled and I took no damage. He's so distracted with his dog, he won't remember.
You do know he's recording on Twitch, right?
Shut up! Damn you! Your logic.
Yeah, probably your armored bunny slippers will take off the damage. It's not a problem.
I'm wearing my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle slippers. Thank you very much.
That's why he slipped and fell.
Hey, don't you diss the turtles, man. My son's got a hat. We bought him this is our first winter here in Duluth, and he's got a little winter hat, and it's
So
the
y'all are
Teenage
sporting
Mutant.
together.
Yeah, but it's got the hat and it's got a little air ball on it. When you squeeze it, it claps. It's fucking hilarious. It's the best. Shameless plug for my YouTube channel, guys. Go subscribe, like, and subscribe. In this awkward silence, you know, a lot of fun shit like this goes on there. Jolly, are you back? No.
You might want to take some of that damage to your armor and maybe have it destroyed instead of breaking your leg off.
Yeah, that was going to be the plan.
Yeah, you could actually
Lose the
reduce
armor
by one
and-
wound, getting the armor in this location destroyed.
Yep.
But it might be that you get more than one wound in this fall.
Oh, you
If
think?
you're not good at your acrobatics roll.
I think he's already gone past the acrobatics roll. What's up?
No.
No,
did Did he make one for rolling?
He just wanted to know the location which you hurt before you can try to soak. That's my
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Because he pulled the damage amount exactly out of the book, so my guess is he was looking at the same page we're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay,
I trust Jolly.
I got a quick question while we're sitting here. So Jolly's roles, the GM's roles are hidden from players.
By default, yes.
So I've been playing in a tabletop game, and I just roll in front of my players.
Well, sure. It's totally up to choice. That's just how he likes to do it. It's the default setting in Fantasy Grounds. He has to physically go. There's a toggle switch in Fantasy Grounds. He has to go turn off to show the dice.
Okay, so it's not the default way to play in Conan.
No.
Right, okay.
No, I roll my dice in front of the players too, because it's the whole, you're going to die. I mean,
Well,
it's funnier when they cry.
Okay, I was about to say, hold on a second. There's another way of looking at this, guys. I played with a lot of DMs where they like to keep their dice hidden. That way, they can adjust the dice according to the story to keep it going or make it fit right. Because sometimes when you show players the dice, they expect you to live up to it, even when it destroys either the story narrative or kills the players off. When maybe the DM isn't his objective at that point.
that's what you call a pussy GM.
Right.
The dice fall where the dice fall.
I'm just saying, it's usually the GM that decides whether he wants it.
Yeah, it's all up to player choice.
So
Well,
I'll
yeah,
generally do that.
there are definitely different philosophies regarding how to run games.
Yeah.
I'll do that narratively behind the scenes so I can keep the story going. But if it's an actual attack roll, that axe is either cleaving your skull or it's not, right?
Right.
So I generally let those. I generally let combat, and that's part of the fun, I think, for some people.
Yeah,
right?
and it also depends on the game. Like games like DC Dungeon Crawl Classic, which is a classically brutal game. Those you roll out in front of the players and the dice fall where they fall. Games like D&D or like Vampire, where it's very story driven, or Dungeon World, you can kind of say, okay, well, you can fudge dice rolls. I think it's up to GM choice. I like rolling in front of my players.
The way I think about it is like if it takes a minute and a half to make a new character, then just roll in front of them.
Yeah.
And if it takes an hour to make a character, then roll behind the screen.
Just 2 more seconds there, guys. My dog is almost done, so figured I'd wait and bring him in.
It's all right. We're talking about you while we're waiting.
Oh, no doubt. I'm recording all this, by the way.
That's okay.
Good.
We've already hacked your PC.
Well, I didn't do that.
That's loser.
Not admitting it on film. Anyway.
No. Well, if we've hacked it, it wouldn't matter because it won't record, right? That's the plan, anyway.
Yeah, but you're leaving witnesses around, man.
No, there's no witnesses. Nuke it from orbit. It's the only way to be sure.
Yes, I'm also a criminal defense lawyer, so
Yeah, it's okay. I didn't do it. I wasn't there. Nobody saw anything. It's my Bart Simpson defense. Works every time.
You can't prove that that's me on that video.
That's right.
You'd be amazed how many people try that one on me, and I'm like, well, maybe you ought to plead guilty.
Being a cop for 10 years, and I watch these cop shows. Good night, buddy. I love you. Not you fucks. I'm talking to my son. I love you. Mwah. Be good. You
We
little
love you
Wookie.
too.
Oh, thank you guys. Oh, you guys are awesome. Fuck off. But my wife will not watch like cop dramas with me because I'm like,
Because you're nitpicking it.
Yeah. Oh my god! It's like every time the cop rolls out in the street and is shooting at the car that's driving away, I'm like, they would never do that. There's this thing called innocent bystanders.
Like I feel that way about watching like military shows. It's kind of
same thing, military and or.
It's like
it's
poorly set up fort ever. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. 3 guys hold off 10,000 guys. Bullshit.
I think almost anything where somebody is like at all trained.
Okay.
Or have any skills in something.
All right, I'm back.
When they watch it with they watch TV, they're a super annoyance to anybody who's a layman.
Yeah.
Right?
And my wife's the same way with science shows because my wife's
exactly.
my wife's a scientist, so cancer research, and she's like, oh, that's bullshit. I'm
Hey,
like,
Jolly. Sorry, guys. Let's get back. Hey, Jolly, you were saying that the damage of where he took it, but he's going to get a chance to soak it, right?
That's correct, yep.
Okay.
So his Patagamicin is a soak of 1, I think. Is it?
soak of
Yeah.
2, I believe.
I believe it's 2.
Oh no,
Yeah.
1. Yeah, it's 1.
Gamma's
One.
is 1.
It's on the
But it's
character.
wrong. It's not realistic.
But you
Yeah.
could make an acrobatics roll to get some more soak on this roll.
Right. So he was up at 10 vigor damage, down to 9, and now you get to make a D1 acrobatics test.
Better spend that doom.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking give you 4 doom, or excuse me, 3 doom.
Fucking 3 doom.
I'll take the 3 doom. Okay.
Of course you will. You cheating. Did I say that out loud? Sorry. It was on stream.
Roll really good.
Yeah,
Recorded for all of us.
really? Thanks. You guys are so helpful.
So roll really good and then just put it all in the bank.
Fuck yeah, look at that.
Oh,
Suck
yeah.
it.
2? Wow.
So that's two more soak. So
That's
you're
more than
down
that.
to-
I'm skilled in acrobatics. That
What?
1 counts as 2, that 9 counts as 3. Yeah, that's it. So there's 3. So yeah, 2 more.
Plus the one you already had for armor, so that's 4. You almost soaked half.
So
So you're down to 6 damage.
so
you guys
hold
are
on
so-
now. You have an acrobatics of 9 with 0.
Oh no, 0. I'm sorry. It looks like a 1 from here.
Yeah, that's a
So
0.
yeah, so that's only 2
2.
successes.
So
Then
I should
you-
not get the curved monitor.
Down to 7 damage.
That was good, man. Gaius, damn you.
So Varos, you've take 7 vigor damage.
Ah,
So-
out of 11.
Sacrifice your armor. Sacrifice your armor.
Yeah, sacrifice the armor in the leg. That ablates how much of it?
Oh,
Is it all of
None of the damage, but it can ablate the wound.
Yeah,
Right.
stop,
Yeah,
it stops the
you
wound.
still get the whole vigor damage, but
Right.
Because you get more than 5 in one go,
I take a wound. Yeah.
yeah, and you can now soak the wound by sacrificing your armor.
That is what I will do.
Still, you're quite beaten up.
All right, so that's now a 0. I just changed it on your character.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
So you
I can
land.
fix that in carousing.
You land on the. And effectively for now, I'm going to say you are out of the combat.
My nuts.
He ran away. What the fuck?
I leaped over the edge. Screw you guys. I'm out.
He goes, "Don't worry, it's a soft fall down here." As you hear him scream.
I'm just thinking, like, that's a pretty good plan, actually.
Yeah, considering the opposition, he got off easy.
Yeah.
Now, I just spent another Doom, and I'm going to go
Oh.
again.
He's out to
And-
kill us, guys. He is.
Oh, yeah, he said as much.
You see what happens when he doesn't game in like 3 months?
It's
Takes it
all
out on
aggressive.
us.
So,
That's okay.
Yeah,
I need
you know what it is. Too many people showed up, so he's feeling like he needs to whittle it
Thinning
down.
the
yeah,
herd.
I got to thin the herd here. So,
I need a new character anyway.
so the next one is going to go for Ruju.
Ruji's brother is starting to look really good. Luckily, this character was not really named, so I could just like call the next one the same. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
we barely knew you.
That's right.
Please take out a few before you die, Ruji. Thank you.
So, are you going to defend?
I think
Yes.
I will. I've got a shield and a sword that has parry, so why not, right?
Okay. So it's a free parry for you. I'm going to spend 3 Doom to
Really?
roll
Stop it.
5 dice.
The first thing you do when you welcome somebody into your game is not spend doom on the very first swing.
Oh, heck.
That's like customary. Come on now.
Why not?
I'm one of these
You got-
players that once you join the game, you're a part of the group. There's no need
Yeah.
to build
I was
your
gonna
trust
say-
there.
Jordan, you didn't get the gist from the earlier conversation. You're fair game, dude.
I drank from the wineskin. Shit.
That's,
I'm cursed that we shared wine, man.
we shared wine. You're part of the party now. Game over, man. Game over.
So here is the roll. I only have 2 successes.
Oh, sure. Roll like a punk when it's not Barrows. I get it. All those nice things I said about you off stream, I lied.
All right. So how do I do this?
Well, you have to determine how many dice you're going to roll. First of all, I'm going to determine, you know something, the same type of dirt and debris and the fact that you're on this ledge is kind of off-putting. So I'm going to spend 2 more doom to make it a difficulty 2 check for you.
Is that only because I have parry that you do that?
So
now remember that hopefully this goes against them too, right? When they're parrying against us.
Oh no, not at all. You have momentum you can use for that if you want it to.
See how he says it so snidely? You have momentum.
There's still 1 point. Yeah, why not using it?
No, there shouldn't be any momentum in the pool.
Not?
Oh yeah, no, I was supposed to take it off.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then.
Yeah, you're screwed.
Okay, so how many dice will you want to roll?
What am I rolling? My parry?
Here's going to be your parry.
All right.
And you got hit by success with 1 momentum, yes?
Yes.
So you need 3 successes to tie it and 4 to beat it.
I don't really want to get hit with this nasty big old calcified whatever, so I'm gonna try to give you 3 doom and roll 5. I have a couple skills though. One of them. Oh, never mind. That's only when I'm doing damage, not when I'm trying to save from it.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of talent.
Roll with chest hair. Do it.
Yep. So I need to what? Change my modifier to 3.
That's correct. Yep.
And then roll this parry. Yay! I think that's good, right?
So that's success with 0 momentum.
Yeah, but at least I didn't take any hits, right?
Well, it is a. I rolled 2 successes total, and you rolled 2 successes total, which means it's a tie.
But you have a momentum. No, you have a momentum. He just.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
2.
That's correct.
Yeah, the attacker only had a difficulty of 1, but the parry had a difficulty of 2.
So it looks like I hit.
Okay.
With 1 momentum to spend.
And I'm going to roll. It's going to hit you in the right leg as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I'm going to roll the damage.
Ow.
God damn.
Which is the reason why I didn't want to get hit.
And it's actually plus 2 damage to this because he has he has supernatural brawn.
Of course he does.
Of 2. So 11 vigor damage.
Oh!
But you got your armor and you roll for your shield.
Now,
to see
I was about to say, I have my shield.
Roll 4d6.
Yeah. Shield soak is variable, but you can always subtract it, even on a failed parry.
So the shield 66, that's the damage it does. That's not the soak, right?
That's correct, yeah.
No, do you have a large
shield? It's a large metal shield.
That's 4d6.
Yeah,
I have the same thing.
Okay, so 46 from that, and then also my armor is 3, I think, male.
Okay.
So that's what, 7. So how much did you do?
No, you need to roll 4d6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll your dice first.
So I guess I grab a die and click it.
What you can do, grab a die, and then as you're holding on to it, right-click 3 times. And then roll it into the chat. D6.
D6s.
Oh, okay, sorry.
These are going to subtract from the damage.
That's good. That's really good.
You
That's
actually subtract.
Of soak.
Yeah, 4.
Nice.
And your armor has 3 points, so you reduce 7 points of the damage.
Which is what he did, right?
No, it was 11.
11.
You still lose 4 vigor, but you don't get a wound.
Okay,
that's not a bad result at all.
So
no, that's really good.
How do I take my vigor where it says what its maximum's currently setting out, and I'll minus 4 off of it?
That's correct. Yep.
Mm-hmm. You got it, brother. You're a pro now.
And I'm going to keep that extra momentum and put that back into the Doom pool.
Of course you are.
Okay.
So nice.
A nifty trick.
So, who wants to go next?
Guys, do you want me to go first, or do you want to go first?
I'll go ahead and go.
I got a question real quick.
Yep.
So, what is this guy with the bone necklace in the Twitch thing? Is that just like something that's automatically generated?
I have no
That's
idea.
Jolly.
Yeah.
Oh, the guy that's moving?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just
That's
an
me.
overlay of Jolly.
That's me. That's what I
He's
look like
so
in real
ugly,
life.
he doesn't want to show his real face.
I never combed my hair today.
That's it.
Oh man, yeah, I
So
understand.
is that at all responsive? Is it doing anything in response to when you talk or anything?
Oh
or is it
yeah.
just like,
Yeah. Lips move, and that's me. I tell you,
What-
I'm waving to you right now. But
is that a feature of Twitch?
no, this is not.
No.
Anyway,
You're
back
using
on
a
game.
programmer.
Back on
Right,
game.
sorry. I just got distracted by what was going on.
He's shiny.
We'll
Ooh,
get-
look,
Ooh,
squirrel.
shiny! Ooh, shiny!
Yeah, sorry.
So, yeah. So who wants to go next?
So Gaius is gonna go.
Okay.
And I'm going to banish him in the name of Mitra and raise my staff and talk to him a bunch.
Fair enough.
Which
I
one are
am
you
not
doing?
going to
There's
try.
3 of them.
I'm not
The
going
one
to try.
that's by me because I can't see anything else than the one number 2 that's beside me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the other ones I can't see.
I am not. I am not trying to
where
defend.
the damage was going, so we can concentrate maybe if we have to.
Yeah,
Jolly, do we have
I'm
to
not-
worry about the fear as well?
Yeah, do I need to make a fear check?
Yes, make a fear check.
Why
Okay,
would you
excellent.
bring that up and remind him?
Because I was just about to say it, but then I got distracted by explaining the overlay guy with the spiky stuff.
See, you ruined his whole overlay intervention there.
Okay, and I
I
have
almost had him, guys.
I have courageous, so I get to re-roll 1 die.
Okay.
So I'm gonna re-roll the 1 die. So that gives me 3 successes.
Well, 2 momentum.
That's right.
And so now I'm going to BTFO him with 2 momentum to my council check.
Okay, no problem. And he's not going to try and defend.
I do have a quick in-game question though. So we're hearing, both me and
Wow.
Alric, we're hearing this go on, right? We're not in a position where we can see any of this, but it's.
Oh,
obvious
you can
this is
see it because it's on the far wall away. Like it's kind of curved, so you can look
Okay.
over and see him. Yeah.
So get your bow out and shoot them, damn it.
Yeah, that's what I want to do here if I can get a chance.
Yeah,
Okay,
is
so-
it- is
so-
it in
so I got-
the range?
So I got 5 successes.
Okay.
And so
I'm
I
going
do...
to.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, you fine. I'm not going to try to defend or do anything. You go right ahead and roll your damage.
So hit with 4 momentum and lots of damage.
And I got 1, 2, 3 damage. And I want to re-roll the 2 that screwed up.
You got 4.
You got 4
damage,
total
right?
because I never
Okay.
defended anything, right? So.
Okay, so 4 damage, and I'm gonna. Do I spend 1 momentum or 2 momentum to re-roll?
1
What
to
do you-
reroll all, as many as you like for 1
Okay,
momentum.
so I'm gonna re-roll 2 of them.
Okay, so that's 1 momentum I just taken off the pool.
Wow!
Yeah.
Very nice.
Awesome.
Wow.
Wow.
Good job.
Okay.
So, so that's 8 damage, and then I put the remaining momentum in the pool for the next fellow.
Okay, so there's 3 momentum left in the pool. I want you to describe to me exactly what it is you're doing.
I raise my staff and basically just approach him in the name of Mitra, be banished from here, and try to drive him into the wall with the force of my personality.
As you yell in the voice of Mitra, the skeleton turns and his dark, eyeless orbit sockets stare directly into your soul.
Yes.
And you see this.
Sweet.
A kitten.
Oh, damn it.
What? I don't see.
It's in the chat.
Oh, he put it in the chat.
Unflinching.
Which chat?
The
This-
fantasy grounds chant.
Fantasy ground.
They're immune. They're undead. Skeletons obviously have no fear, I guess.
Yeah,
1 second,
guess there's
guys.
no
I
real
just gotta
magic
get the
to
dog.
this.
Okay, somebody tell me how to
Okay.
open it.
So
like
so
the
I,
picture.
I spend 2 momentum to disengage from him.
How do I see what he just said that we see?
He did. He
Look,
typed it. Giant skeleton guardian uses
Yeah, he just-
unflinching.
Oh,
He just
there's not a
dropped it
picture.
over there.
Yeah.
See,
Dropped it
I'm
over
so
there,
I
yeah.
want the pictures.
their ability.
I want the pictures.
I'm not in it for the articles.
Yeah. As bad as every reading attempt actually turned out today, why would we read anything in the chat?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. See, I told you, Jolly's out to get us.
Okay,
So
so
you spent-
how many momentum is it for me to disengage so that I am out of sword range of this dude?
Withdraw. You mean the withdraw spell?
Right, whatever it's called.
Well, it's probably not going to help you too much because he's going to be able to close next round anyway.
Yeah.
Well, they may
And he's
move
already-
slow. We don't know.
Well, I have no parry, so I can't do this. Oh, let's dodge. Yeah, no, that's not happening.
Oh, that's right. He hasn't attacked yet, has he? That's
No,
right.
he hasn't. No, he hasn't attacked. So can I actually move to this zone here?
No, you have to stay in close range.
Oh,
Yeah, the withdraw only keeps you out of the direct weapon range, but still
There
in
you go.
close range. And any opponent could simply make a few steps and
Yeah.
close up with you.
And
that's
he's
wonderful.
a giant, so he's got reach. So.
right. So what you're saying is I should just take my licks like a man.
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, no, I mean,
Because
guys,
I'm going to get hit.
guys, if you do the withdrawal, I can engage him because the other two have already attacked.
Okay, so I'm going to
Yes.
do that. Okay, so I spent 2 momentum. Sorry. Tried.
A for effort, man. A for effort.
Yeah.
There's 1 momentum left in the pool? Is that right?
Yeah, but withdraw is only one momentum.
Oh, yeah, two. Hey,
Okay, wonderful.
Only costs 1, so we have still 2 in the pool.
Okay, so I'm back. Gaius has yelled into the face of the skeleton, who ignored him completely.
Yeah. Screw you.
And seeing that, he backed off using the withdraw.
Smart man.
Very nice. So did that withdrawal cost any momentum?
it cost
One.
+1.
They already said they were taking it out, so we still have 2 left.
Okay, perfect. All right.
And I'm going to go ahead and engage the one that just gave him the steely eye.
No problem. So you got to make your fear check now.
That's a discipline, right?
Discipline, yep. Fear 1.
So Gaius, note to self: don't use that shit on undead. It don't work.
I need to get a patron. Is actually what that means.
So
Hey, 1 more for the pool.
And I also have courageous, so I can re-roll that 15.
Fail.
I didn't get in on the last turn, but I should be able to get in on this one, right? With an arrow.
yes, I'll bring you into it there
Thank you.
on the next round. Yep.
Okay, so 1 success. I'm sorry, 1 moment.
1 momentum. All right. So did you want to put that in the pool?
Yes, I'm going to go ahead and do a melee attack on this guy. So I think there's 3 momentum now in the pool.
That's correct. Yep.
All right, I'm going to use one of those 3 to add 2 dice since I have death.
Okay. Okay, so I was going to try to parry that, by the way.
That's fine. Yeah, go ahead.
So I got to spend a doom to parry. No, I don't. And that was number 1, right? That you're attacking. Guardian number 2. Sorry.
Don't they have a shield? You described one. with
I
the
think they
shield?
do. Yeah, I'm just making sure.
No, it's Guardian 2, number 2 that I'm attacking.
So he does have a shield. So that's fine. So I will parry. I'm going to spend 3 to roll 5 dice. It's a coordination, so 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, so 4 successes total. All right, so here's my roll. And I got 5 successes and 2 momentum. Or, sorry, 2 complications.
Whoa. Okay.
I am...
God, how do you get 5 successes and 2 complications? God.
I'm going to lose the 4 doom. And I got 5 successes versus your 4. So that gives me a win.
With one momentum, yeah.
With 1 momentum. So he parried you.
Yes, he did.
Okay.
Because I only had 3 momentum. He had 4.
Is that all you're going to do?
Yes.
Yeah, because I used my minor action to adjust.
Attack him again.
You could
Yeah.
spend 2 momentum for a swift attack.
Yeah, I could try that. Actually, I can use 1 momentum to do a swift attack with my shield.
Oh, yeah.
Try to knock
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. And doesn't the shield attack have a chance to like dazzle him or something?
Yes,
No.
or whatever.
Knock down.
Knock down.
Knock down. Yeah.
Oh,
I knew it had a-
sorry. There's something... I'm going to let it go for now because I completely forgot. But when Raiju got struck by the sword, he was knocked down by 5 with a knockdown of 5. So he's knocked down.
because strength. Just the weapon gives
Yeah.
a knockdown.
That's fine. I'm going to allow that. I forgot it, so I'll forget about it.
All right, so I'm going to spend 1 of the remaining 2 momentum
Okay.
and try to follow up with a shield back.
Jesus, how much doom are you at?
So I am going to parry that.
And I'll use the remaining momentum to add 2 dice.
Wow.
Okay, that's difficulty 2 for a swift attack, so 3 momentum. That's a good thing.
All right, so I'm going to spend 3 doom. Man, I love the fact that you guys gave me so much doom starting off here.
Actually, is it I think it's a D1 if you use a different weapon, or is it just it costs less momentum?
For a swift action?
Swift action is always a plus
Always
1.
D2. You're right. You're absolutely right. Yep.
All right, so,
So I've got 3 momentum.
I am going to
But
parry.
the second parry is probably now costing a doom.
No, because he has shield and his sword has parry as well.
Ah, damn it.
Way to root for our team, Alric.
Yeah, the
I'm
trick here is to
always
survive
for-
all the
for
doom
our
spins,
team.
and then they're pretty helpless.
Actually, I am our team.
I am our team.
So Guardian number 2. All right, here we go.
Those vines are looking like a better option every minute.
Yeah.
So I need to get at least 5 successes. No, at least 4 successes. Which I did not. So
Oh darn.
you got
how many
2
did you get?
momentum.
You had 2 momentum. He had 3 momentum, so hit with 1 momentum. Very good.
Yes, that's right. I'm just going to say successes. 2 successes, 1 is a momentum. Right. Anyway, go ahead.
Oh, then he had to hit with 2 momentum. Very good.
So go ahead.
So how much momentum do we have? 1 net momentum or 2?
You got 2.
2. Okay.
Put him into damage.
Yeah, wait for it.
Okay,
and
so
knock down.
Matt, blood on still, reroll that 3.
yes, I can reroll the 3.
Or no mercy, whichever one it is.
No difference. So 4 points of damage plus 1 knockdown.
And you still have momentum. You got in total. You should have now 3 momentum in the group pool. Because you had 2 momentum, 1 is still in the pool. You could.
No, I used that 1 left in the pool to roll 2 additional dice. We were down to nothing when I.
Yeah, but you hit with 2 momentum.
Right, so we're at 2 momentum. We have 2 momentum.
Don't worry, I'll be using them.
All right.
And I mean, I guess.
Yeah, you could put it into penetration and additional damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Too late.
Too late.
Move on.
Move on.
Okay. Never let momentum get
Don't
to waste.
don't worry. You can help guide me. I'm about to try to do my swings. If I manage to get in there, you can help me work it.
Okay, so he knocked
did he get knocked down or no?
He did get knocked down with a total of 1 effect. So I'm going to spend the 1 doom to ignore that knockdown.
Gotcha.
Oh, that's good.
Now, he did roll 4 damage. He does have a shield, so he's going to roll 4 dice.
God, these are like our nemesis.
And they are, that's 4, subtracted 4 right there.
Okay. So it's even up.
All right. So my attack. Okay. Is it possible to attack the same one he just attacked since he made him burn all the parries that he's got?
Yeah, if you want to move over to it, sure.
Well, I mean, if I remember correctly, Conan, I can do that, right? I can literally just take two steps right there and just.
Yep.
Right?
I would suggest you engage one of the other ones to keep them off of Guy.
Well, I don't know. Killing
Guy
one
has
of them
stepped
seems
out.
like...
He's way over.
No, he's just moved away. I mean,
They can get right back up to him.
That's fine. I'll get on
we
guard
still have
one then.
Yeah, I wouldn't attack.
I figured taking one down is one less attack, but okay, I'll hopefully this guy isn't gonna parry out his butt like the other one did. I'll swing a guardian.
May I recommend one thing? If you want to protect Gaius, see that you might keep within reach of Gaius so that you can use a reaction to actually guard him if he gets attacked.
What?
You know?
Okay, how do you keep in reach of somebody?
You just gotta stay in the same zone. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in the same.
I thought in order to actually protect somebody, though, you both have to be engaged with somebody.
Right, and he ran to the far other side and disengaged from all 3.
Yeah, don't worry about me. Just go fight.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Brave
so,
Sir
I got
Robin,
fortune points. Shit.
Okay, so my thought process is that I'm gonna take a first attack with sword on this.
First of all, you need to make a fear check. A fear 1. So
That's
it's
a discipline check.
Discipline check.
Discipline.
At a difficulty 1.
And Jolly, once you pass that fear check, are you immune for like 24 hours or?
Yeah, it's only for the first time that you see him.
Okay.
Okay, then I'm gonna use one of the momentum just to try to make sure that happens.
Nah,
Sounds
don't
good.
do it. It doesn't have any effect on your combat if you lose it. So
okay.
Just if you take it, you take it.
Are you sure that it doesn't have any effect? Because you get the full threaten damage. That could be debilitating if you get it.
The what?
His threatened damage. You get whatever threatened damage it is. So no one's.
Yeah, whatever.
No one's failed yet, so.
You got 5 wounds.
I've got
find
a
out.
discipline 8-1, which is what, a skill of 8 with one
focus.
One focus.
Focus, yeah.
So
Means
what
if
do
you,
right?
You
Right.
should use the
Should I
momentum.
take the extra dice or not?
I
Use
wouldn't.
moment.
I wouldn't because I can heal that damage
There we
provided
go.
we survive.
And
And
looks
he
like
failed.
I failed it.
All right. So, as you move up towards him, his cold, empty eye sockets peer at you. And I've rolled the dice, and this is +1 damage. So 5 mental damage.
Do you have?
Hold on. You have courageous.
That's what, a talent?
Yes.
No.
Okay, but I do have inspiring leader, so you get 4 combat dice.
just soak it.
So roll 4.
D6.
D6. Yep.
Is there anything for my own?
Nope.
No.
No.
Okay.
There you go.
And you soak it all.
Okay.
Yay. Good
Now
job,
can we get
Septimus.
back to the business of trying to stop one of these things? Man,
And
just
Jolly, can I run back up, or am I out of the fight? Period.
Just for one more round.
One more round.
I'll
Okay.
allow you to get
Yeah.
back into it.
So we're saying I'm running up there right now.
At the end of the
Okay.
next round. Yeah.
so I didn't use the die with the roll, so I now want to use them on the swing. At least one, I think.
Use them
Basically,
all.
I have Blood on Steel, Death Blade, Killing Strike, and No Mercy.
So you can
Murder,
spend one
murder,
of those
murder.
momentum and get 2 additional dice to roll for your attack.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So there's one more. Oh, someone's mic.
So I'll push a +2 into modifier and then make the roll is what I was thinking to try to get my first swing off, right?
All right, so you're
Yeah.
gonna use the last momentum.
Here we go. No, I didn't use one with fear, so there should be still one more, right?
There's 2 in the pool.
Oh,
He didn't use it for his fear check.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right, no problem. So there's
Oh, no, it'd be D20s, not
you gotta
D6s.
roll your d20.
Oh, sorry.
Only 4.
Put the 2. Okay, that's damage. Is that damage? That's not the.
That was
attack roll,
damage
it's melee,
dice, yeah,
right? I gotta go to
yeah.
melee, right?
Yeah, and give the
So
GM a doom and roll the. Or did you do it already?
No, I rolled it already, right
All
as you
right,
were
so
saying
he
it.
was going to parry, so it's free for him to parry. And that
Yeah,
was,
I should have. I didn't think about it.
Doesn't
That's
this
all
one have the 2-handed sword?
Yeah, that's true. He doesn't have a parry.
he's got a
But he
shield.
said
though.
he was using the doom to do it.
This particular sword does have.
Ah, okay. Just making sure, keeping you honest.
Special swords.
Yeah, only the GM has access to them. Yeah, those swords.
Just so you
Yeah,
know,
ain't-
this is
ain't
this
that
is the
special?
notes right there.
Sure, Jolly, sure.
All right, so
I know what new sword I'm gonna be picking up.
No shit, right? Where do I buy one of those? At the GM. That's where you buy them.
The Millennium
Whoa.
store.
Whose
The
mic
Millennium
is going
Store, man.
south? The Millennium Store.
all right, so you got a total of 4 successes. I'm going to roll. I'm going to spend lots of doom here.
Let me clobber you.
No, you want them to spend the doom because once they don't have any doom left, then they're pretty helpless.
Yeah, then we win.
That's when you win. You don't win when they have doom. You're doomed.
Yeah,
when
and
they
he's
have doom.
he's chewing through the doom left and right.
So, I mean,
He's down to,
He'll stop spending the doom once he
11.
gets down below about 10.
Yeah, he's down to 11 doom, right? Yeah, 11 doom.
So I happen to have 4 successes, which turns out to be a tie. And I am going to spend 1 additional to break it.
Good. So now the trick
So
is
breaking a parry tie, that just means you didn't take a hit, right?
That's correct. Yep.
right.
Okay.
So now what you do
So
is
now
you
I want
spend.
to do the swift attack, right?
Do you have 2 momentum left?
I have a shield, and we have 1 momentum in the pool.
That
Okay.
works.
There you go.
That's what I was gonna do, and then I was thinking, since he's already burning his doom, should I spend doom to make the shield hit hard, or not
Yes,
worry
yes.
about it?
Good,
If you were going to spend doom on the shield, I would just skip spending doom on the shield and spend it back on the sword again.
Next round?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, like this round.
But he doesn't have
Oh.
enough momentum to make a swift attack with a sword.
Yeah.
That's why you spend doom, right?
That's what he was saying. Go ahead and spend the doom to just swing again with the sword and hit really hard.
Yeah,
Okay, let's do it.
Do
then.
it.
Because he can just roll his cover dice and soak most of whatever you're going to hit him with the
Okay,
shield.
so
I mean, unless you got like 15 brawn or
so
something.
how do we spin the doom? We just tell him we're spinning the doom, right?
Yep. That's
Or
right.
something
Yeah,
I
but
click. Okay.
this the spend for swift attack is not an immediate spend, so you cannot pay
That's
with doom for that.
correct. You got to
Huh?
generate.
I don't-
You
I
have
don't
to use
understand.
momentum, so go ahead and hit with your
Wait,
shield.
I don't understand what just happened there with the immediate or long-term spend.
An immediate.
Any
Let me
I'm
explain.
sorry.
Let me do it. When you make a roll, or you have momentum in the pool, you can use it to make second actions. You can't spend doom to do it. It's got to be an immediate spend. If it's not an immediate spend, you can't use doom to use it.
Okay. So I can use the shield basically, but I can't use the sword again because I didn't have any momentum in my first swing.
Correct.
Okay.
But you're using the pool, so you're able to do it that way. So it's a D2
right.
for you now because it's the second action.
All right,
And-
but I can spend Doom to increase the effects of the shield, right?
And the number of dice that you roll. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
by buying additional dice, this is an immediate spend. So you can make it with Doom if you want.
Yep. Yeah, you can use Doom to make additional dice to have additional dice.
All right. So I've got that skill that allows me that if I use spend 2 Doom, then I'll get a total of 5 extra or was it 3?
If you spend 1 Doom, you get 2 additional dice, but you can still spend another one to get the maximum of 3
Right.
additional dice. Yeah.
So I guess I'll just take the 2 then and hope that he doesn't roll as good as me.
All right.
I don't
So
see the point
you're,
in giving him
how
free.
many Doom are you going to spend or give
Just
me?
1 for 2 dice.
Okay.
And then I guess I roll melee again, but this time it's for my shield, right?
Correct. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, here goes.
Booyah.
Oh yeah, hit with 1 momentum.
So I am going to allow the hit. So feel free to roll your damage.
Okay, now I have special abilities that say, what's up? When making a melee attack, you roll any number of dice. No, that's Oh, can't I?
Can't I re-roll? First roll your damage for your shield.
Oh, okay.
Then you have a talent that may allow you to re-roll any
The damage
dice.
dice. Yeah,
okay,
he's
I
got
thought
no
I had
mercy.
one that also lets me put more damage into it.
Which talent is it?
I have Blood on Steel, Death Blade, Killing Strike, and No Mercy. I'm trying to keep them all tracked. Jesus, definitely takes a turn.
Okay, so how many momentum do you need to activate Blood on Steel and other?
Blood on
Killing
Steel, make
Strike
melee
requires
attack, and when you
two
roll your
momentum.
damage dice, you equal to the number of melee talents. Okay, so I can do No Mercy with no
Just 1 second there, guys.
killing. I will use Doom, and Death Blade doesn't matter now. Yeah, because that's what we already did. And so No Mercy, I think, is the one we already got. Blood on Steel.
Yeah. No mercy's easy. It just lets however many levels you have, you can re-roll that many dice, damage dice, if they don't hit.
Right.
Yeah, and,
okay.
and Blood on Steel turns your weapon into a vicious weapon, which could be a good idea to do.
Right.
Okay.
And
Do I have to do that up front though?
No.
No.
Just roll your damage first, and then you can spend all your money.
Yeah, you can manipulate it however you need to.
Yeah.
There you
And
go.
That's a good thing. Oh,
Oh,
you
wow.
have, four
So we
effects.
definitely want to do.
Blood
wanna
on
re-roll
Steel.
that 5.
Re-roll the 5, right?
No, the
Why would you?
No, don't re-roll anything.
Oh.
You
Uh,
just
all,
wanna do
it's all damage.
Oh, that's right. 3 and 4 are the ones that are no good.
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay, sorry.
and 6s and 5s are effects, and if you spend 1 momentum, you turn those into vicious, so additional damage for each one.
Yeah, you're
That's a good
rolling.
thing.
Yeah, let's do that, and we can also add in vicious, right? Is that what you were just saying?
Yeah, if you spend 1 momentum, you make 11 points of damage instead of only 7 points.
Let's
You
do
cause
that.
a knockdown of 4. Knockdown 4 means it would cost him 4 Doom to avoid that.
Okay, so let's do
let's
that.
do that.
All right. So you're spending the last point of momentum.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, and you're doing a total of how much damage? 11.
Yeah.
I'm curious how you get where does the 6d of damage come?
Well,
Because he has 4 dice damage plus, I think.
No, a shield only does 2d damage.
Let me.
You have a damage bonus of 4, don't you?
It does 4 dice of slow.
I've got a 4 extra bonus damage, and
oh, because he's got a 14 brawn.
right.
Yeah, he's got uber brawn.
That's why.
So
Okay.
he's Conan.
He's Conan.
So the black-
Only more articulate.
So that was
Maybe.
Guardian 1.
Yeah, and knockdown 4. So
So
do
he's
you
going
want
to
to
be he's
buy
going to be
that
knocked
off?
down. I'm going to get you to roll on the hit location.
Yeah.
Okay.
Eyeball.
is-
Eyeball.
Do I
Bash
just?
its head in.
Oh,
Oh,
On
is that
Yes.
the
good?
head.
That is
That's
good.
a head.
That's a head.
awesome. Good job.
All right. And so this tall, monstrous creature, he managed to, as he's scooping down and bending down to bum rush you, you clock him in the skull with your shield, with the boss of the shield, and it staggers him, and he falls over. Now he does have armor, so it goes from 11 down to 7. So 7 vigor damage.
So still 1 wound.
So still 1 wound. Is there?
Yeah, I got Killing Strike, which allows me to, I guess, give you some. I can. If I inflict 1 wound, then I can basically immediately add another one into it as well.
It's up to
Yeah,
you if you
have
want to use it.
2 momentum, yeah. If you have 2 momentum to spend,
But
yeah.
he doesn't though.
No, yeah. Is it immediate spend? Is what y'all were talking about? Is that what it is?
No, you need those in the pool or in your action.
We can't
Okay.
spend
Okay.
Doom.
Okay.
do we?
Yeah, you can't spend Doom. Yeah, it's got to be immediate. Okay. So never mind.
That's a damn shame.
But well, it's the first real wound this one got. So
See, aren't you glad that I made you work that hard on your first attempt to get a wound? Now
Yeah,
it
you
feels
didn't
like
see me.
you earned it.
You didn't see me, but on my side of the screen, I'm sitting there raising both hands up in the air like a victory field goal.
Okay. All right, so the last dude is going to act. And that's Guardian number 2, and he is going to go towards Septimus, and he's going to attack. Do you plan on defending?
All day, every day.
All right. So I am going to spend 3 Doom to generate 3 extra dice.
And we do not have any
It's not
Any
a
moment-
thing.
No, I think I used it.
Who smoked the last of the crack?
That was Varos. He's laying downstairs taking a nap.
So here
You guys got this. You don't need me.
here is the combat roll. And I have 6 successes.
oh,
Yikes.
What the fuck?
Over.
Well, I have 1 success, so you beat me.
So-
Neener.
Wow, I hit with 5 momentum.
You do. You have 5 momentum.
oh my,
Yeah, I don't like that.
that could hurt.
Okay.
No, that's gonna hurt.
I will roll the dice for the
Septimus,
damage.
can't you spend a fortune to re-roll your?
No rerolls.
I have 2 dice. It's not going to make a difference.
Oh, gotcha.
Best I could do is 4.
Yeah.
Here is the damage roll.
Oof, that's a lot of dice.
Very tall.
Hopefully, he rolls a lot of 20s and throws his sword over the cliff.
Okay, so I hit with 11 damage. He has a +2 to that, so that's actually 13 damage total.
Any effect?
13 damage.
There's no.
Be right back. I'm gonna get a drink.
Hold on, I went and clicked on the wrong one. It has. It's supposed to be a calcify shield. It has. Is on balance, parry, knockdown, and monstrous.
So knockdown. Any effects for knockdown?
2 effects.
Oh yeah, okay.
Okay. Well, let's see. First off, I've got my shield. gives me 2, 3, 4 points of soak, plus my armor gives me 3 points of soak. Where did you hit me?
I hit
Shield gives
you
you 4 dice. Yeah.
in the right arm.
Oh,
So I can how much damage did you say you did? 11 or 13?
13 total.
13. So I can subtract 7 from that.
that's still a wound. Yeah.
Yep.
So that leaves 6. Hang on 1 second.
Do you have the resistance talent that raises your interval for wounds?
Yes, I do, but it's still 6 points. So unfortunately, it's still be a wound.
It's still a wound. Yeah. But
Sacrifice armor.
Yeah, could sacrifice your armor. Actually, we get blown to bits with our equipment.
Well, I think what I'm going to do, because I'm getting knocked down anyway, rather than sacrificing my armor, I'm going to go ahead and use something called a little luck and a lot of experience.
Oh, interesting.
You're a veteran of 1,000 psychic wars.
Good.
So you're really spending 3 doom to avoid being wounded.
How did that happen?
Yeah, so first time you're wounded in a combat encounter, you can spend 3 doom to be knocked down instead of wounded. So I'll take the 6. I'll take the 6. It's called a little luck and a lot of experience. It's a mercenary.
Cool. Thank you.
Mercenary talent. Yeah, I'm going to give you the 3 dooms, so because you're going to knock me down anyway. But
So I'll
rather than sacrificing the armor, I'll do that.
All right. So you've taken 6 total, or sorry, 7 total was it of vigor?
6.
6 total. I still have 5 momentum. I am going to spend. Let's see here. To get a swift action is 2 momentum, right?
Yeah.
If you want to use the same weapon.
Yeah, it is. So he's going to attack again. Are you going to defend?
I cannot because I am knocked down.
Okay then.
I think you can defend while being knocked down.
I think you got to spend. I got it right here.
But your attacker gets 2 bonus momentum against knockdown or prone opponents, so that makes it much harder to actually succeed with the defense.
Oh, so you're prone, is what it is. So
Yep.
effects. While prone.
Oh, no, what it is I don't have guard. I can defend, I don't have guard. Because you have to be on your feet to be able to guard.
While prone, a character gains 2 soak for each effect rolled. Okay, that's for range. However, melee attacks within reach and range attacks gain 2 points of bonus momentum. Oh, this could be good. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to attack again. I'm going to spend those 3 doom to roll 3 extra dice. And I'm going to go here, go to my combat roll. So anything is momentum, really. Anything that's a success. So I'm going to lose 2 doom. I got 3 successes total, plus 2 extra free ones, so that's up to 5.
And I could not parry.
So that's 5 there. So that now brings my momentum total up to 7 total. I got 7 left. I'm going to roll the dice for damage. So this is +2. So I have a total of 10 damage with 2 effects. So you're knocked down again, so there's no worries there.
Okay, 10 damage this time.
10 damage, and I'm going to spend 4 points. Okay, what's your soak?
Right now, my soak is at 5, 8.
Your soak is at 8 total. All right, so I'm going to spend 4 of those to reduce your soak by 4.
It would reduce it by 8. 1 point of
Oh,
penetration.
right. I'm
Yeah,
going to spend
it's
4 to reduce it by
points.
8. So I'm going to ignore all your soak.
Oof.
So that goes to there. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, does penetration affect your shield soak or just your armor soak? I think it's just the armor soak.
It's getting
soak.
added. It's the total sum of soak
Yeah.
against which.
Okay. So it's also.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at those dice there. And for the damage, I'm going to re-roll. I'm going to spend 1. Actually, yeah. No, I'm not. So, anyway, I'm just going to keep the 3, put that back into the parry, or into my pool. And I roll the hit location. I hit your left leg.
Left leg with 10 points of damage?
With 10 points, yep.
Okay. Well, in this case, I'm going to have to. That would be 2 wounds. I'm going to break one of my armor. Break the armor on my left leg, you said, or right leg?
Left leg.
Left leg. I'll go ahead and break that for one of the wounds and take a wound.
Why would it be 2 wounds since you have resistance, making it 6 to make 1 wound?
Because I only have 6 vigor left.
Ah, okay. All is clear.
So you got
Oh, damn it.
you finally get your first wound.
First wound. Thank you very much. I feel like one of the gang.
Makes you feel alive.
All right, so that is the end of the very first round.
Wow.
We're a little rusty. We're usually a lot faster. So we'll go to round number 2.
I got a quick question here on this. The invite said 4:30 to.
Yeah,
7.
the end time is just whenever we're done or whenever people got to start leaving.
I may need to bounce. I just may say because that's the time I blocked out and told the girl. So just letting you know,
Yeah, going in the future. I usually put anywhere between 3 to 4 hours into it. So.
Okay.
Just to let you know.
How about the other part of the group? Are we in any distance that we could reach this combat?
For ranged combat, I'm going to say you're considering 4 zones.
Ooh.
So my the arbalist is medium, so that's 2 dings of 2 difficulty dings. Is that correct?
Yeah, medium is close and medium. That's the first 2. Long and extreme. That's the next 2. So you could fire with an increase of difficulty of +2. But I only have, for example, throwing daggers.
Yeah.
That means it would be beyond D5 to hit anything. So
Yeah,
I can forget it.
Yeah. You and me both are daggers. So.
Yeah.
I wanted to get a crossbow.
Since I sat out that first round and I'm good and ready here.
Okay.
Just I mean, even narratively, I don't mean just like me sitting here as I mean just like, you know, I definitely saw that shit go down. Would you guys that are over there want me to take a shot before we continue on?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
do it.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
All
Either
right.
that or close a whole lot of zones for next turn.
Yeah.
I don't have any
And
way to close zones though, correct? Because it's a chasm.
Then
Yeah.
the shot's a good way to go.
Isn't that correct?
That's
Right?
correct.
It's like-
You're not going to be able to get to him, no.
Tarzan swinging the ropes.
And I hate
And
to
to-
be a dick, but I do kind of like that this chasm is between me and them. You know, sorry
Yeah, you-
guys, I'm enjoying my.
how
shit
many
over
of
here.
those skeletons are knocked down? I think at least one
One.
is knocked
Only
down.
one, yep.
Okay.
Because
Guardian one.
yeah, should add one that's not knocked down because in ranged attacks they get a cover die.
Yeah. Go for one
Okay.
that's standing.
Yeah.
So I have this sharp senses. I'm wondering if I should try, and I did this before, and I can't remember exactly how it works. You can make an observation test to get an exploit action, correct?
Yeah, yeah. And that will trigger your unforgiving quality of your Arbalest if you have one.
Right. So I should probably do that, right? But then I would have
Yes.
to. Then I would have to spend a doom though to take a second action and shoot this round, correct?
No, not quite. You could spend an fortune
spend your-
point to get a second
Yeah.
action,
Yeah.
or you could spend momentum gained from the exploit
Observation
action.
test.
Yeah, from the
Okay.
observation.
From the exploit.
Right. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do is and when do fortune points recharge?
Every session or when
Every
the
session,
GM
yeah.
says.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to do it. So I'm going to do an observation test and then try a missile test, correct?
Now, Frank, does the range take into account the difficulty of a observation, or is it just a standard D1?
It's a standard D1.
Okay.
It's only to taking aim, but the actual shooting that will be depending on the range.
Okay, yep.
Are y'all hearing
Yeah.
an echo as well?
Is that me?
No, it's
I-
on.
I-
I
There's a
actually
guy
don't
out
hear
there.
that. I don't hear it.
I've got my headphones on, so.
I-
Um,
I don't want to make things harder than they are, but if there are some circumstances that make observation more fog or darkness or so, that could affect, of course, the observation.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
that's
can
correct.
raise the difficulty.
Okay, so it's a D1 observation check.
okay, so
And any momentum generated from this, you can use for your attack.
swift action, or you can use your
Yeah.
fortune point or whatever.
Yeah.
okay, so
Shoot well. Let's see.
Nice.
All right, so you didn't get any momentum generated.
Well,
Because-
wait a minute. He's got sharp senses. He can re-roll one of
Oh,
those
yeah.
D20s.
Oh, okay.
Do
I'm
that.
assuming the 13 is a failure.
well,
13 is a
okay.
failure,
Sharp senses is observation. Yes,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
That
So-
there was a chain here that I was going through with this. Okay,
Yeah.
so I re-roll a single
Good.
dice, right?
The
Yep.
13, yeah.
The
You want to
13.
keep the 6 because that's a success. There you
Ooh.
go.
Two.
So-
Good job.
So you got
So
one
I-
momentum.
So I'm dropping that momentum into making the second shot, correct?
Nope.
No, I have to do a
you
fo- a
you
fortune.
got to have at least 2 momentum to get your swift action.
Yeah, and it depends. You can spend one fortune point to get a second standard action without any increased difficulty.
Yeah.
Okay,
If
so
you-
that's,
That's
what
your
I'm-
option right now. That's your
that's what
option.
I'm doing right now.
So spend your fortune point.
Mhm.
And I have one momentum,
Yep.
right, generated from that.
Yep.
I'm going to spend that momentum for 3 dice. Correct?
In total.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So, and then I
And-
do.
The important point is you're spending now momentum from your exploit action. That adds to the damage roll on top of that.
Right. Okay. So, but I'm adding actually a total of 2, right? 1 from my exploit and 1 from that generated momentum, right? For a total of 4 dice.
No, the exploit action doesn't give you any
No,
additional
it just
dice.
gives you damage dice. But he can spend doom, can't he?
Yeah, this is repeatable and immediate
Yeah.
spend.
So now you could spend 2 doom to get 2 more dice. You could roll a total of 5 dice.
You guys want me to go all in on this?
Go all
Yeah,
in.
do it.
Do it.
Okay. All right.
Shoot this fucker's head off.
Okay.
That's true. If they're dead, it's hard for them to spend.
Right. Okay. So yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. There is that mechanic. Yeah. Okay. So now I'm just gonna do a melee, and
Or shoot. Range.
range. That's what I mean. Sorry. Now, is there anything else that the exploit does? I can't remember. It's not just damage. There's something
Yes,
else.
you get piercing 2 quality on top of whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because of the exploit, whatever qualities are built into the arbalist.
Now, which one are you going to target first?
Okay. So let me just see here. Which guy is left standing?
Number 1 is standing, or number 1 is sorry.
Number 2 and 3 are standing, right?
That is correct.
2 and 3, but those guys are both engaged in melee with
3 is not engaged.
Three is not engaged currently.
3
Yeah.
is not engaged, and is he standing?
Yes.
Yes, and 3 is looking like to rip Gaius's arms out of his body.
And
Yeah.
where am I? Can you ping on this map?
No, you're off the map. Just consider yourself 4 zones away.
On the left side?
Yes, on the left side. Yep.
So the third one, number 3, is actually probably the best shot for me.
He's not engaged. So yeah,
Okay,
shoot.
cool.
Yeah.
All right. So plus 3 missile shot to the skeleton number 3 with exploit. We're good to go. Should I hit the button, gentlemen?
Yeah, 5 dice. You should be rolling 5 dice.
Okay, and I got a
Yeah.
+1 to ranged attacks. That's just damage, correct?
Right.
Okay, so
He's not going to try and parry, by the way, or dodge. There's no defense.
Oh, I see some good numbers.
So,
Well, he's a skeleton. I'm wondering
Well,
how
successes.
ranged weapons affect him.
okay.
So you needed to hit a D3 because it was such a long shot.
Right.
But you hit with 1 momentum.
Right.
So,
So
that's a hit with 1 momentum.
And then I can roll my damage and then decide what I want to do with that momentum, add it to the damage, or
That's
put it back
correct.
in the pool.
Yeah.
Yep. So
And
roll-
you can roll your damage plus 1 die because of the exploit action.
Mhm.
Okay. So and can I just do that with
Yep.
straight from the arbalist? Yes, the little sword icon, right?
Mhm.
So put a 1 in the modifier box down below, and when you roll
Already
it,
did
it'll
it.
add an
Back
extra
on it.
dice.
My game's back on. It's been a little bit, but I'm back on the inner. All right.
There you go.
That's not a bad roll, actually.
Yeah. Any other system that would suck.
So, wait. 1, 2.
You got
3,
5 damage
4.
with 1 effect.
Do you have any
Allows you to reroll
talents
those.
that allow you reroll of damage?
I don't.
Well, he's
think
got
so.
1 momentum that he can spend to re-roll that damage.
Okay, but I have 5 damage. A 5 damage is pretty good, right?
Yeah, but you got 2 dice there that didn't cause any damage.
Yeah, and you want more effects because due to the unforgiving, and vicious, every 5 or 6 does cause 2 damage.
Right. I think there's a volley with that. Doesn't that have volley? No, that one does not have volley.
No,
No,
both
that
have
doesn't
volley.
have. So, yeah, do you have any talent like marksman or so that allows you to reroll
No.
range combat dice?
Do you have reloads? Does reloads work on arbalist? I don't know.
No, they don't.
Yeah,
Arbalist
no,
is
they have
individual
munition
shots.
as the
Yeah,
ability,
single shot. Yeah.
and
Yeah,
it's
that's That's as much as I've got. Everything else is on the boat.
okay. Then
I tossed a couple into range, but not fully a range build here.
All right, so I will ask you this question. Will you spend the 1 momentum you have left to re-roll the 2 4s?
That seems. Doesn't that seem silly, guys? When I could give that to the next
that's a
person.
very good idea.
No, spend it.
Spend it. Yeah. Because those 2 4s could be 5s or 6s, and that
Yeah.
could be extra effect.
Spend
Oh,
it.
right. Okay, so
Can
what
I,
I
can I
want to do
ask
is
one question before you make that final decision? Do we even know yet what range does to skeletons yet? Because nobody's hit them yet with range.
That's correct.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's right.
He
You
might just be
will-
getting you to spend the only momentum.
It's
He's
only
not
one
even going.
momentum. It's only one
It's-
momentum. We will find out.
It's our
Okay.
last momentum.
It's all right. Well, no, because I'm gonna get to go. Gaius is gonna get
Yeah,
to
yeah,
go.
yeah, guys. So
Anaxis is
how do
gonna
you
get to go.
roll 2d6?
Just take
Type
your d6, pick it up,
At-
right click,
At the bottom of the table, right click, and
Oh,
choose
okay.
two.
and roll it into the chat where the chat
How would
window
you roll
is.
3?
Just right click again.
You rolled
Oh,
2.
okay.
You're only gonna roll
Okay,
two,
no,
not three.
that didn't count. That was just on the table, right? Because I didn't roll it into the
Yeah,
chat.
because we don't
There
see
we
it.
go.
Right.
You got to roll into the chat window.
Okay.
There you
Very
go.
good.
See, that's 3 extra points of
Wonderful.
damage.
Okay.
So let's now count the absurd amount of damage. It's 1, 2, 3,
Is 8 total
4,
damage.
5, 6, 7, 8.
8 straight
plus
damage.
8 plus
2 effects.
2 effects.
two effects. Each effect causes 2 additional damage. So that's 12 points of damage. And Unforgiving does cause intense. That means if you cause 1 wound, you cause another one.
Now let's see how they soak.
Okay,
Now,
roll the hit location, or I can do it. I'll just do it because it'll be faster.
I don't have a kit look. Oh, there we go.
Hit him
It's just
in
a
the leg.
D20.
Uh,
What is it with legs tonight, man?
he gets
Now,
the
quick
shield.
question here.
Hold on.
Remember when we determined this, the soak. Remember that I have piercing from the exploit.
It's piercing
right.
2, yeah. It
So-
ignores 2 points of soak.
His armor has a soak of 4. His shield gives him 3 more, so he's up to 7.
Okay, but piercing 2 ignores 2 points, so it still has
Drops
a
back
soak
down
of
to
5.
5.
And the damage roll was 12.
Yep.
Minus 5, that's 7. So he gets 7 vigor damage.
You hear a whistling noise from across the chasm, and with a thunk, and into the bolt strikes the creature's leg, shattering it. The whole thing kind of stumbles and retches forward and falls over the edge of the stairway, crashing down right where Varos was just moments before. Suddenly,
Fuck, it's raining skeletons.
Cool.
as that one crashed into the ground, the other 2 remaining figures turn and slowly start to crumble and fade away as if they were extras in the Infinity War ending scene.
Oh,
They're
nice.
links. They're all linked or something.
Sounds like it.
That was
Good
a
shot.
great shot.
So
Very good.
good shot. Huzzah.
That was cool.
You are standing in a pile of dust, and Varos is running up the stairway. What did I miss?
I'm here, guys. I'll save you. See, I showed up and they fucking ran away. They turned to dust. That's how badass I am.
Now, very quickly, I will continue onwards to the other 2 individuals who are over on the ledge watching Anaxis be a superhero. Nevins,
Yep.
I'm going to get you to roll a D6, please. Hold on. Let me change that. I need you, roll a D6, please. As you were over there and you started reading and then you see the combat, you notice down by your feet something glinting in the dirt underneath the vines. What do you want to do? You want to pick it up?
No.
What you do see,
No way.
you see glinting from through the shadows and through the vines and stuff around your feet.
Yeah, I'll pick it up.
It looks like to be a head of a macaque monkey, but it is made of solid gold.
Oh, very good.
We're rich.
Oh,
We're rich.
Yeah. Remember, I am the thief. It's yours now. Well, I guess if you never tell me about it, I won't.
so did you manage to get this into your pack without Eric noticing yet?
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Can I roll for that? I'm
Yeah,
going to
there's
try
two.
to stealthily
Do a stealth versus
conceal
observation.
it. Oh,
Stealth.
Alright.
okay.
Now both of you spend 3 doom each.
Yeah. Somebody rolled a 20.
So that was your stealth?
Yeah, that was my
Okay.
stealth.
Hold
Your
on,
stealth
hold on.
sucks.
No, I'm gonna take that back because I'm looking at his character. I just said stealth, thinking sneaky, but you actually, I'm looking. Where is it to? Isn't there
Thievery.
isn't there a thievery skill somewhere?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
you
there's
roll
thievery.
thievery.
It's a skill. Yeah.
But I don't see
Yeah,
it
that-
in Nevin's
Yeah,
character sheet.
I renamed it to appropriation.
Ah,
Nice.
I got you. So yeah, so it is a. You have to roll your appropriation skills, and you still managed to almost roll a 20.
Oh, jeez.
So you have one
Okay.
success.
And I roll my observation. Maybe I see what you're doing. Well,
do.
that's a success with 1 momentum.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to allow the characters to roll back and forth against each other and then gain momentum. So
Yeah.
you see it without issues.
Okay, yeah, it's not a problem. Now I know that he has it. And knowing is half the heist.
For those who are interested, one of the swords that were still on the staircase did not crack and crumble away. Did
That's what I was going to ask a second ago.
Septimus, that's all you, brother.
This
Or maybe the FNG, maybe.
Quick question.
Yep.
Is there any? I see that there's observation here. Is this? Did I miss? Sorry, I had to pop away for a second. Did I miss
Yeah.
anything?
You didn't miss
vital?
anything.
Okay, cool. Thank you. I'm
Yeah.
shutting up now.
So I will drag the stats over to here. It is a calcified broadsword, but it is considered a monstrous weapon.
So, is there a strength requirement or something to be able to swing it?
You have to use it two-handed if your strength is below whatever. It's under
I'll say
there's a
two-handed
monstrous
only
effect.
requires brawn of like 9 or better, I think.
Yeah, it's under the weapons qualities. The monstrous.
Monstrous.
So it's like that sword from Final Fantasy, right?
Yeah,
pretty
it-
much.
it's a big paddle
I
sword.
suppose Ryuji is the only one as strong
Yeah, here it is.
as necessary.
I don't think it gives a minimum strength. It says if you're not a certain size, you have to use two hands. I think.
Creatures with the monstrous creature quality may wield a weapon two hands freely, or in one hand by increasing the difficulty. It cannot be wielded by human-sized characters.
There you go.
Well, I can wield it. It's just going to throw 2 extra difficulty on it. Right?
Nope.
No, it says it cannot be wielded by
May
humans.
wield. It says creatures with monstrous creature. May. Oh, okay. The monstrous creatures can wield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not monstrous.
Yep.
Mentally you are, but physically you are not.
Doesn't mean we can't pack it on a backpack, and I'll strap it on my back and take it out with us.
That's loot, baby. That's loot.
Yeah,
Wait.
this might be an antique that's worth something for us.
Isn't
A-
every
actually-
single piece of salvageable loot that Jolly gives somehow horribly cursed?
Usually,
No,
Not
at
everything.
all. Not at all. Someone got a solid gold McCat head.
Okay.
yeah, and that has
Well,
no
it's-
fucking curse on it whatsoever.
It's
of
not.
course
It's not cursed. Yeah. The gold monkey head. That's safe.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, but-
totally safe. Yeah,
But
yeah. Stick that in your pants.
There is no
This
Conan
whole-
story out there that involves a curse with a gold head of a monkey.
Yeah,
But there's
this-
plenty
this
with
whole-
fucking idols, and a golden McCat head is an idol.
This whole group started with collecting artifacts. So yeah, take
And
this
look where it
box
got
of-
us. We're fighting undead giants.
Yeah, that's quite.
I
far
didn't
away
sign.
from a
Dude, there's
sunset.
no sandwich in there. I don't care how you spin it, Alric. There's no sandwich in there for you.
Okay,
Yeah.
just as a GM, just to give you a heads up, It lets me drag the calcified broadsword over into an attack, but it doesn't let me drop it into inventory because
Yeah,
strap it on her back and walk
that's
out with it. Type
that's
thing.
because it's a roll. It's not it's
Yeah,
not an
an
actual
item.
You'll just have to
Yeah.
type it in.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
We might get a use for this. Hold a door for us while we run or something.
Now
Or we
this
just drop it on somebody. It'll fucking kill them.
now just to
Well,
let you
well,
know,
as a
this
pedal
calcified
also.
broadsword only does 5 dice of damage. It doesn't do the additional the additional 3 that's written in there.
Right, because that's
for
their strength,
size.
right?
Right.
Yeah, their size. Yeah. Or Jolly was cheating. One of the two.
No cheating here.
Never.
So, would all you guys like to make your way now, meet down at the base
Yes.
of the
Yes.
stairway?
Goddamn, split the party.
Yeah, thanks for
Climbing
splitting the
down
party.
vines.
Right off
like
the
to
get-go, people split the party. Not what I expected.
I was not in favor of that. Varos never wants to. The more meat shields around me, the longer I live.
One thing I've learned about Elric, when there's a chance to go somewhere different, he'll go different.
Oh, yeah, I've noticed that too. Hey, maybe there's a sandwich under that creepy cave right there.
You never know until you look.
That's right.
So,
I know.
as you guys crawl down the stairways and actually kind of walk down the stairways and rappel down the last level of the vines and get down at the base, you find yourself amongst a very luscious kind of garden with fairly low-laying vegetation. The way I want to describe it is if you ever seen the movie, the second Mummy Returns movie where they were getting attacked by the little pygmies.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So you could see a distance, but it's very thick all around you. Okay, now that's not foreshadowing. I did not use that image in my head to create the next scene. But what you do see as you are down there, lots of what looks like to be statues, and they're all roughly in various different areas and various poses. Some are calm, some are looking panicked, some are just standing very quietly, and they look like different types of different types.
We're going to be paranoid of all statues from here on out.
Yeah, terracotta men. No foreshadowing there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we could probably not take all of them with us, but they are worth something.
They are stone. Probably, actually, you look at them, they could possibly be bone of some sort, but they look more old and ancient and various types of looks. And they're fairly heavy too, but they're roughly 2 to 2.5 feet, 3 feet. So they're the statues that you guys see in the grassway, and they're all in various positions and areas, and it leads back. They seem to be like looking in different directions, but there's a whole lot of those to get through before you get to where the shrine was, or that pillar was. But now that you're down below, you can actually see a little bit more detail, a little bit better on the shrine, which is ahead of you. And you see this.
Oh, nice boobs.
Well,
You can see
Sorry.
the water around, and you can see the little small statues and stuff like that.
What are the two floating things that look like eyes in the background?
Don't look at that. That's look at the shrine.
that's
You know, I don't draw these
Bigger
pictures.
boobs.
I look for pictures that best represent what I find online, right? So don't.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
okay. You guys do have a very strongly male gaze, but did you notice the toad's head on top of that creature?
Boobs.
Yes, I noted.
Okay, yeah, you know.
They're lopsided. I mean,
Hey, at
but
least he's not talking about what's between her legs.
me in a minute, but
Oh boy.
Okay, look slightly above those boobs. Yes.
I
do you
can't.
see?
I can't.
Yeah,
My
they
eyes keep
go
going
stink.
right to the. Yeah.
Yeah, some
I see a
snake
big lizard.
thing.
That's not good.
Pharaohs, did you see that I healed your wound for you?
Oh,
I'm
you
sorry,
did.
Yeah.
I treated your wound.
Thank you.
Oh, wait now. Wait.
Nope, I forgot. No, I didn't.
Oh,
Now,
well then, unthank you.
Hey, can we
Oops.
take
Pharaohs.
a breather to get our vigor back?
oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Bring all your
Yeah.
vigor back. Varos actually had a temporary wound. So, already. So, that brings him. He still has one wound.
Well, and I didn't actually succeed yet because I need a D1. It's a D1 to bind the wound normally, but I don't have a healer's kit,
I
I've
do.
got one.
so that makes it a D2.
I've got a healer's kit.
Yeah, and
You
I've
do.
got one as well.
So, yeah, you
Because
can
I
count
also
as
have
using
bind
that.
wounds.
Yeah, I've got a healer's
talent.
bag.
Okay, wonderful. Then I also have bind wounds, which allows me to re-roll that 19.
Yep.
So I might be able to bind. I might be able to treat his other wound.
And you could spend from the healer's bag some medicine as additional dice.
So if he's healing, can I roll a 1 die to assist him?
Sure.
Well,
shit.
looky there.
Wrong.
But still
I
good.
did it wrong. There's right.
Why aren't you doing the healing? Shit, I didn't know anybody else had healing.
Well, I do. So
All right.
It looks like he's all healed up, and then Gaius, why don't you heal me?
And I can
okay.
attempt to help as well because I have bind wounds and I have the healing skill.
Well, you got everything. You're all back up now. You got your 5 wounds, but you got 2 temporary wounds still.
Well, they're treated.
They're treated, yeah.
They're treated, meaning if you take another wound, they both open.
Right, they come back. Yeah.
Yeah.
The bandages fall off.
So Septimus needs treatment.
Right, and I can
Okay,
assist.
Okay, so let me roll and you can assist. I didn't. Yeah, it didn't even work.
Oh, so my rolling doesn't
assistance.
help.
Your assistants can't help me.
Yeah.
Right.
Wait, I got bind wounds, so let me re-roll.
Yeah, you can re-roll one of those.
That's what I want to hear.
Let's see here.
Is it re-roll one or both?
Just
One.
Just one.
Just one. Re-roll 1d20.
There we go. Now you can help me.
All right. Now I can help.
I only have
Look
one.
at that.
wound, so
Booyah.
D1 is all you need. Excellent. Thank you, guys.
We always
You're
need
welcome.
stuff in a momentum pool.
Yeah.
So that's a total of
2.
2 more. All right. So
Woohoo.
Septimus now has 1 treated wound.
Correct.
Made that note on your character sheet.
Thank you.
Okay. So you guys are kind of now sitting down here in the canopy or in the low-lying shrubs in the grass and stuff like that, and you see all these statues towards you.
You know, I thought we had one great tracker around here. Could anyone take a look at, maybe we can find some tracks?
Yeah, I'm the tracker, so. Or unless
Yeah.
somebody else has it.
All right. It'll be a D1 survival check.
Yeah. And I have tracker, so I can re-roll that if I foobar, right?
Yes.
So you may reduce the difficulty of the test by 1 step for every rank of tracker.
So you
I
have
have
one
one.
rank, so that makes it a D0.
Yeah, so just need a success, and that's for tracking.
Yep.
Or I mean, survival.
Survival. Yep.
Booyah!
So
2
you got-
successes.
Great.
2 extra momentum. Did you want to put it into the pool?
Yes.
So you guys are up to 5.
And I'm looking around for any weird tracks, like, lizardmen. Not that I know what that is, but you know what I mean.
Lizard boob ladies.
Yeah. I'm looking for booby tracks.
You can see with your trained eye that there is quite a lot of tracks that lead through the garden of
Bush?
statues. I'm going to put it that way. The
Yeah.
garden of statues. And
Now,
that lead,
I
tend
know
to
that
lead right to the
Gaius is
water.
intelligence, right?
Yep.
Gaius is the intelligent one.
Well,
You're the learned one,
sometimes.
right? Yeah.
It depends
So I'm
on what
going to
we're
point the
talking about.
tracks out to Gaius and see if have you ever seen anything like this? I mean, are they humanoid tracks? Are they
They are human
three-toed
tracks.
clawed? Are they
Human
boots?
barefooted tracks, much like
Okay.
the
Natives
natives that you're looking for.
Okay.
So,
So my recommendation is to follow the tracks exactly and not stray from the path. Does it look like there's a certain path that goes through the terracotta men?
No, it kind of just like they just walk
They're-
whichever way is easier.
Okay.
You can see lots. You can see probably 10 to 15 different tracks all leading towards
Okay.
the water's edge.
Okay.
All right, just
We
one
found
second
the
there, guys. I
only
got to
thing
get the
that
dog
turned
again.
into the giant skeletons.
Yeah.
Earlier.
well, we haven't touched any more runes, so
Yeah.
You mean we
Let's
haven't
try-
tried to read anything in Conan
Yeah.
yet?
yes.
Yeah.
It's like
Yes, I-
Cthulhu. Never read the book. What's the first thing
Yeah.
players do?
Yeah.
Read the book.
So, I don't suppose a lore test of any sort would be helpful.
I think it would.
Well, let us converse then. I have a 12 in lore, so does anybody
I
want
have
to
a
assist
10
me?
with a focus of 2.
Yeah, focus
I'm
3.
I'm actually uneducated and not very much proud of it.
Yeah, I'm pretty low too.
Well, Jolly, will you allow a lore check to see if there's anything we can figure out from
He stepped away.
knowing? Oh shit. Okay.
But yeah, I think we should do it.
Damn it.
And we rolled and we each got a 1, right? Isn't that
Hey,
what happened?
So
guys,
my actual
I don't mean to
focus is
be-
what's
Sorry. Oh, I was just gonna let y'all know that I didn't know we were gonna be playing so late, so I already had other plans. So here in about 20-30 minutes, I need to bail.
All right, no problem.
Yeah, you're too cool for school too. I see.
Yeah, sorry. If
No,
I
that's
would have known
cool.
it was later, I wouldn't have made the other plans. But I thought we were being done at 9:30, so I made the plans. Sorry.
Look, you can save your manicure appointment for another time. You're hanging with the bros now, man.
So
Hanging with the
so
bros.
so
Bros.
as to the question of whether my character is learned or not, my character has a high personality and an okay intelligence. That's,
Right.
That's how it works.
But you're the smart one of the group, as far as I'm concerned.
I guess so.
Sure.
He's the educated one.
So
That's
the question we had a lot, Jolly, was whether if we did like a collective assisted lore check, is that useful, or will you allow that check, or is that not worth doing?
What is it you're hoping to discuss about the lore?
Well,
we're
look
trying to
at-
figure out how not to die in here.
Well,
look
the
at the
statue,
or
the iconography
if it
obviously
gave us
means something.
Yeah, if it gave us any ideas. Heard any rumors of people with snake heads and boobs?
And big boobs, lopsided
yeah.
boobs.
Sexy
Um,
set.
Sexy.
Sexy set.
There could be a D5
Oh my god.
lore check.
Dude, let's
Okay.
blow all the momentum. Let's do it.
Well, no, we can we can blow. We have 5, so I could use 3, and I'd leave 2, and then y'all could assist me.
Yeah. Okay.
You can do it.
Oh, we finally get momentum. We're gonna piss it away on something we don't even.
You're
know
gonna
if
read
it'll give us
again?
any good
You're
for.
trying to go to try, almost like read again. Like, come on, you know what happened last time.
Well, when you have a D5 check, it's got to be epic if you make it. So.
That's
Yes.
right. I'm with Gaius on this. I say we go for it.
Yeah, but we see how well it's been going to go with you.
Well,
Shush.
all right. So I'm gonna make the base check, and then whoever's assisting can make the assistance check.
I guess I am. Unless
yeah.
anybody's got it higher.
Does anybody even have a skill yet to go along with him? Before
Yeah,
he
I
rolls?
got a lore of 13, a focus of 3.
Oh shit!
well,
you're
then
better.
you're better than
You're
me.
better than me. So
Yeah. So you and Gaius make the check.
So no, I make the assistance check, and you make.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go ahead and roll the lore.
So how much?
I think.
Okay,
well,
hold on. Hold on.
We're talking about using momentum because it's a D5
Oh yeah,
check.
yeah. That's right.
Okay, so are you going to use momentum?
Oh yes.
All right. Because just coincidentally enough, that roll you just made had another 19 in it. You have not rolled any dice. At least one of your dice has been a 19 or a 20 every roll of this game. Just to let you know.
Yeah, I've only rolled like 3 times though.
Okay, so you're gonna spend 3, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you get 5 total. So
You want me to go ahead and roll?
go ahead and roll.
You guys ready for me to roll?
Yeah. Go for it.
Say bye-bye to all that momentum we finally got.
Good roll. Good roll. Yeah. Well, hello, momentum.
All right, so he actually passed. Going forward, I'm going to declare that everyone who's going to help got to declare who's going to help first.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah,
We
sense to
did.
me.
We did.
Yeah, we did do that.
Everyone was going to do it.
No. I thought only one person could help.
No, 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 no.
Oh.
You can actually get a lot of people helping, but as Auric, I'm so dumb. I don't help.
I was about to say, we already discussed who had the skill. That's what we were talking about, and
Yeah.
I didn't even have a skill, so I wasn't gonna help.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I have the
Right,
skill,
because
so
then if
should
you don't
I
have a
roll?
skill and you roll an assistance, you get a 19. That gives us a complication. We don't want that.
Right,
So,
that's what I'm saying. I mean,
So-
I've got the skill at a 10 with a 2 focus, so someone
Right.
else had
Not
it way
bad.
better.
That's not
It's
bad.
50-50.
So Neville's like a fucking magician over here. So
Yeah,
So-
I'm not gonna roll.
So
Okay, so-
Neville,
A lot of successes. And does any one of you have the scribe talent?
I do.
No.
Mm-mm.
Because then you get another
Oh yeah, you can roll everything that's not
Success.
No,
So
it's
that's
not
two.
a reroll talent. It's a talent that gives you, if you have at least one success, you get a bonus momentum.
Yeah, there is bonus momentum.
There you go.
You see, what's it say?
I think we already maxed that shit out. So
When rolling a lore test, you gain one bonus momentum for every d20 that rolls less than your lore focus.
Nice.
damn,
What's your focus?
3.
My focus is 3.
What you got?
so your focus is 3, so you actually
Oh,
Gain
You got
3 momentum.
successes.
it says less
No.
than your lower focus.
Oh, so only
Yeah,
one.
so you only got one of them.
So it's
Still,
actually 7
Nice.
successes total.
nice.
So okay, so Nevins,
Yes.
in your experiences, you've learned and heard of a place that was rumored to be on this island, an area that had once a part of the Asheron. Is it the Asheron race?
Acheron.
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 Yeah.
Acheron.
Yeah.
Once of the Acheron race. This civilization was so fantastic and so super that its whole entire city was actually an island. It was so high tech, so ahead of its time, and it leads into the same stories that you heard you heard Anaxis talk about gateways and travels that these people could they were a hub of transportation and of wealth and great trade, fantastic ancient civilization that one day was taken away, was lost in the great cataclysm.
I will communicate that to the group.
But there was great wealth found here, and they said that these people guarded their treasures and their gateways with these guardians that were commanded to guard the gateways.
That would have been helpful earlier.
He had a chance. He had a chance to know that, but he missed it because. So there's these guardians that guarded the gateway, and they were there to stop anyone from going into the gateways. You've also heard rumors and stories that where this area was, there was a great connection to the supernatural. And the pools of water had in these areas and in this place was rumored to be highly sorcerous and highly magical. And they can make great transformations in people.
Like turning mercats' heads into a.
No.
So I just tell everybody there's used to be a lot of wealth here, and it's guarded by magical monsters.
Makes total
So,
sense to me.
if you see any, that's what that is.
Okay, yeah, let's do it in shared work. You care for the monsters, I care for the loot.
I
It's not a problem.
would like for all of you guys to roll 1d20, and the person with the highest roll is the guy who I got to deal with next.
1d20?
1d20.
It is not Gaius.
The
highest,
highest
right?
roll. Right now we're looking at Alric.
It's not Varos.
Ha ha, Alric.
Ha ha.
What?
Yeah, 13.
Alric,
You win.
What a number to be the highest, too.
as
Yes, 13.
as Neville was discussing this and talking about this great civilization, you come across these images as well, and they're kind of smaller statues in the grass. Something that looks very ominous and very weird.
It's Ewoks.
It's
Attacking the
Ewok.
Ewoks.
That's funny though.
And you hear strange, as if almost pipes or musical lutes playing in the distance.
Jub jub.
That's wrong.
Any of y'all see that Princess Mononoke with the little ghosts that are constantly doing shit in the forest?
Does,
Yeah.
I don't
does,
know. That image came across my mind all of a sudden.
does any one of you hear this kind of music?
You all hear suddenly this type of piping music, this very soft. Actually, I'll let everyone make a D1 observation, and whoever makes the D1 hears it,
Okay.
except for Elric. Elric's already heard it.
Okay. Is it pleasant music or somehow disturbing music?
It is a very
Oh wait, observation test you said?
yeah, observation. Yep.
I'm sorry.
So I see. Look, Nevin's rolled another 20. I'll take the Doom.
Whew, I got 2 successes. Varos is pimp.
So there's momentum gained.
Yes.
Can we even have any more momentum?
You can get
up to
one
6.
more.
You like how ours is capped, but his isn't.
Yeah. Well, he's also got all the NPCs to run. That's the.
Yeah.
I don't know though. Getting a starting pull of almost 30, I think, compensates for having all the NPCs.
Yeah. Well, you know, we never said Jolly didn't cheat. We just, you know.
So
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud? I'm sorry, Jolly.
actually, it's going to be Varro's character who hears the music. No, I'm just joking. I'm just messing with you.
The music of insanity.
The music of insanity.
I hear that music all day long.
Yeah, he
And-
calls it tinnitus.
You know, that's what the
Nice,
VA told
that
me it was. Wow, they lied to me.
Quick question. Wait a second. I had realized I had my thing turned off. I had 2 successes because I re-rolled one because of my sharp senses.
Okay.
There should be another one in the
Yep.
pit.
You guys are fully
got
maxed out on the momentum.
Okay. And then
Good
I
job.
just wanted to say I was trying to talk and my own bad, probably shut off. You guys came back to the group and told us that what you kind of discovered with your lore, right?
Yeah.
I'd like to back up the story about the gates as much as I can from the story of my grandma. I know it doesn't matter, but I'm just adding to the narrative that we've arrived at this through more than one process of, whatever. So I'm just tossing that in there. I know it doesn't really matter mechanically, but
Oh, come on, you're already a hero for killing all those skeletons with one shot.
Yeah.
You just got to be in everything, don't you, man? Don't you?
No,
I mean,
no, don't
I never
make-
told
glory
anybody that-
hound.
I never told anybody that successful thing except for Alric, and all he wanted to do was eat and ignore me.
Yeah,
Well, that's par for the course.
don't make things worse by talking.
Don't make that.
Take your success and run with it, man.
Alric shoves a donut in his mouth. Stop talking. Eat.
Okay. Okay, so here is what I got to do. there's going to be a struggle between Elric and these sounds.
Okay.
So let me get this here.
Oh.
It is a okay. So I am going to spend 3 doom, and I'm going to roll 5 dice. And I need 8s or more, or 8 or less. Sorry. Okay, so I took a complication, so that's 2 more doom gone.
Yay.
So Alric, you need to make a D1. Well, I got 1 success, so you need to make a. Where's the 2? No, sorry, I did this wrong. This is a sorceress roll. Is a roll for consequences. This is the first time magic is being used in this particular thing. So, if it's a roll for consequences,
every die that didn't turn up as as a success is a complication. Every complication you rolled is a double complication.
Ouch.
so that's a total of 5 complications total that I got.
Yeah.
Now, it is a roll for consequences, which means it does automatically succeed. I just got all these complications, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so I got a D. How does that work if it's a struggle, though?
You still succeed with whatever you needed as the minimum amount of difficulty, but you don't have any momentum left. And as a struggle, it's usually given what the basic difficulty is. So maybe a
Okay.
D1 or a D2 or so. And yeah, that's what the other party has to roll.
Okay, no problem. So I will go right back into. So you need to make a D1 discipline check.
Discipline, okay. What about the...
Oh, sorry. The target resists with a difficulty 2 discipline check.
Okay. What about the complications? In the distance, some explosion goes off or whatever.
I'm just going to. I don't know how this is going to manage. So we'll just work it out for now. We'll just continue on, and I'll bring that right in very shortly.
Okay, so yeah, I suppose this will be unpleasant. So I spent a fortune on that one.
Okay.
Yep, and make the roll. Yeah, you know, I could take 1 of the group momentum for another die. So I take 1 of the group momentum, so I have 3 dice. Spending, this is group momentum, yeah. This is group momentum, yeah.
Yep.
So 3 dice. Let's see how that turns out. Discipline, it's not my best skill actually. Yeah, let's see.
Ouch.
I can reroll 1 of those, which I will. So it's -1. Rerolling 1 discipline die. So in total, I got 3 successes.
3 successes, and so which means you beat it with 2 momentum.
I think 1 momentum. You said D2.
Oh, sorry, 1 momentum. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I could put that back into the group pool, I think.
Sure.
So it's back to 6. So how do I feel?
You just hear this music and pipes are playing off in the distance, and it seems to be coming from inside the shrine.
You know, if there's music there, there are probably nice people. Let's go there.
That sounds like a cue for me to say my goodbyes since I need to get anyway.
Yeah, I think I need a bounce here too.
Oh,
All right.
Hey, when's the next game gonna be?
It'll be next Saturday, same time.
Okay.
all right. Should
Talk
we
to y'all
just
then.
call it there? Because I've got to go too.
All right.
My wife's
So
going to bed. She's got to be up at 7 in the morning to go to work.
I will leave it on this note, and that
Yeah, it's
you
a good spot
guys
to end.
are
On this
just get it.
Ba-dum-bum.
Note. Yeah, so you guys are just about to. You're walking towards the pool through the jungle vegetation amongst all these little tiny statues.
Boobs. Just want to say that for the record.
Giant swinging pendulous boobs.
And they're lopsided. That stonemason needs to be fired. He needs
Now-
a stern talking to.
I
I gotta go back and look at this now.
there's there's one bit of information that I'm going to give to Nevins first, and because I didn't know how to do it. Oh, well, shit, everything's all locked up. Hold on.
Just about done here.
Eventually, everything will unlock.
And guys, I'd like to say we took him down from 24 Doom to 9.
It's probably 2-0 because of the 5 complication.
He's gonna get to start over the next game with that, right?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
So we'll be
Well,
right
if we
back
if we all show up,
As soon as I can get what I'm looking for here.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and go. Y'all have a good one, guys.
take care.
Take care,
Yep.
guys. Thanks for the fun.
No problem, man. Glad you could join us.
Yeah, it was a blast. Thank you for having me, guys.
So Jolly, on the next invite,
Yep.
I think you should put on there, since it's on MeWe now, and I don't think you have to put an end time. I mean, we're all pretty much on here except for Jordan. Just we're gonna play until whenever.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So that everybody's under the same. My wife works rotating shift. It just so happens that unfortunately Saturday she has to work, or Sunday she has to work 7 to 3.
So I'm okay. No problem. I'm gonna send this information to Nevins.
I am ready to receive information.
Hopefully this works.
Are you whispering to him?
You have heard of this before in the past, and I'll leave it right there.
All right.
You can say something about it if you want. You can
I
have the
should
closing sentence, the closing statement.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. But I guess I tell everyone.
Well, only those that speak Aquilonian.
Oh yeah.
If they don't speak Aquilonian, then all they'll see is gibberish. But I saw it, but it's gone now. Did the
I
GM
didn't
wipe
get
it?
it. I didn't get a chance to read that whole thing,
I
Jolly. I'm
spoke-
sorry.
I spoke Aclonian and still can't read it.
It was gibberish to me.
Yeah, that's because your character doesn't speak Aquilonian in the game. He
Oh,
posted
wow,
it.
that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, that's a feature of Fantasy Ground.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Well, that's weird because it didn't work for me.
I'm getting more and more into fantasy, but the weird thing is, I own both PC and a Mac, but it runs really clunky in a wineskin wrapper.
Well, yeah, run it in native OS. That's what I'm on right now. I'm running it on my MacBook Pro.
Wait, there is a
Yeah,
There is.
I'm running it right now, dude. I'm on a 12 iMac or MacBook Pro.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just saying that
Not in wine.
it's not. I mean, straight. You got it from Steam
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah, no, I think it was Steam.
Really?
It's either Steam or Fantasy. I have a license, so
Oh, okay. So maybe
it doesn't matter though. You can download the client.
Yeah, you
Okay,
can.
because like,
Yeah, go to Fantasy Ground, look for the DMG, and if it's not on Fantasy Ground, it's on Steam. One of the two.
okay, because it's like it seems like it's package or wineskin wrapper, right, for the demo that you get, and it's my thing is like running super hot. The fan comes on for just like immediately, and it's like,
Well, my fan's on, but I'm running Discord. I'm streaming the Twitch channel, and I'm running Fantasy Ground, and it's a laptop. Laptops run hot. Period.
yeah.
But it's not super loud. You guys can't hear it.
No. All right, cool.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm getting.
Yeah, check it out. Yeah, Fantasy Ground rocks, man.
Particularly with all the nonsense over at
Roll20.
Roll20 right now.
Yeah.
Well,
supposedly they
nonsense going on
fired
over there?
Nolan T.
What?
He made a
Really?
Nolan T about a month ago. Some of the streamer guys that stream a lot of D&D and Pathfinder, they came to him as a group and said, hey, they set up a meeting with him and a couple other people over at Roll20, and they said, hey, we would like you guys to sponsor us, and in turn we'll give you free advertising. We have over 100,000 viewers total between all four of the streamers, Dawnforge Cast and GM Roll or whatever. It was a bunch of YouTube streamers that have huge channels.
Pretty well known. Top of the
very well known.
Yeah.
And the guy said basically, I don't want rich white people, or he made some sort of racial
Whoa.
comment.
Okay. All right,
we don't need any more.
We'll end the. Let me end the stream first before we end the stream.
I'm sorry, I forgot we were on.
Before we end the stream.
Yeah, end the stream.
Dan,
But I mean,
do you have anything you want to say about what you just read?
Guys, I think we're going to get small.
What?
Join us next week when
Cliffhanger, insert here.
when Nevin says, guys, I think we're going to get small.
We're going to get small. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Hey, good night, you guys.
night.
Night.
Try one of yours.